Whew, that was quite fun. So yeah, my OBS just decided to poop itself, and my cat also decided to step on the power cord, so my internet just kind of decided to poop itself. Hey, hey, my dog. So what happened was that Binx, my little black kitten, he decided to step on the power cord for the internet, and then my OBS freaked out and decided to just uh make everything so that it wasn't on anymore. Like literally every single one I clicked was just like a blank screen, and I was like, oh no, like that's not good. Um, So yeah, I couldn't get Sword of the Necromancer to actually work on my screen for some reason. So I'm actually going to be playing this one. This one is also free on Steam. It's called Rubber Bandits, and it's like a Christmas one, I guess. So I guess we're trying to be like bandits, and you gotta like throw things at people, and it looks like a lot of fun. So if any of you guys want to join in, I think it also has online player mode too. But yeah, so this is just a prologue. Kind of get things going again. Oh, that really sucks. I was having a lot of good fun. Oh my gosh. Wishlist rubber bandlets to unlock Jesus disguise. That's... Sure, why not? Oh, it's already on my wish list. Okay. Sweet. Okay. How do I... How do I go back? Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be, playing this one. So yeah. Hmm. I think we'll play offline right now. Okay, so attack and then pick up, move. Okay, so if we have two people playing on the same computer, that's just gonna be me, so. We just need those. Holiday heist. Use Steam to invite friends. Then break bars to escape. Start the game. Oh. Oh, I'm Santa. Looks like an interesting setup we got here. Yeah, let's be Jesus. Why not? Oh, whoops. Accidentally fell down. Okay, let's go! First to 21 wins. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, is it just me up here? Oh no, that's not gonna be very fun. Aw, I thought that there would be other people playing with me. Maybe I should go online. Oh my goodness. Oh no. I probably should have went online for this one. I went offline thinking that I would somehow have AI, but I guess not. So it's okay. We'll just do this one really quick, and then we will go back to... Oh my god, I can't even... Just hit him! Hit him! Oh. Oh, come on. Come on, get back up there, Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay. Oh my goodness. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go online for that one, just so I actually have a challenge. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go leave game. I just... back to menu. Yes. Yes, this is Rubber Bandits Xmas Prologue. It's free on Steam. I couldn't get Sword of the Necromancer to work, which is really sucky. Like I couldn't get it to show up on the screen. Like I tried everything, and it just wouldn't pop up. So we're just gonna play this one for a little bit. Quick join, why not? And then we'll see if anybody else is playing. Oh! Tortilla of the Dead. Okay. Xmas tree. Okay, where am I? Oh, I'm Santa. No, my presents! No, my presents! No! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! I don't even know what I'm doing. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Oh my gosh. No! Okay, cool. I didn't actually... Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I was right there! Oh no! But I am Santa! But I am Santa! It's me! I am Santa! Oh no! No! Santa, come back! No! Damn it! What's this? Oh no! I don't even know what I'm doing, guys! Oh my god. I just wanna... Woo! I escaped! I had nothing, but I escaped! Hello, other viewer! Yeah, so, really sorry about that. Trying to... My cat stepped on my power cord for my, my internet, and it just decided to go poof. Yeah, so, instead of, I was trying to get Sword of the Necromancer to work, and it just did not want to work on my, for OBS for some reason. Oh. But yeah, so I decided to play this, just maybe a round or two. I do have some other games that are downloading on Steam right now. Oh no, Penguin, no! No, Penguin, no! Oh, he tried. Aw. But yeah, I think I'll play one more round of this, and then, we'll see if the other ones that I have done are finished downloading. Wow, there is like no... I have no control over my arms. And I thought it was like Christmassy, you know, like have some Christmas cheer. No, my freaking thing! Stop! Don't do it! Hopefully we won't have any other, you know, hiccups. Hopefully. I was having a lot of fun though with you guys before. So yeah. We're gonna just keep going here. Can I pick this up? Sweet. Yeah. Keep with it. Keep it. Oh no! No! Oh no! Where did I go? Okay. Yeah, so after this one, I'm just gonna... Oh no. Okay, I don't even think I have anything. Hey! No! Don't hit Santa! But yeah, after this, I'm gonna see if any of my other games that I kind of, like, procured from the free side of the internet. No, I'm right there, I'm right there, I'm right there! No! I was right there! See if they're done downloading. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do another one. But yeah, this is, it was like Rubber Bandits. Christmas, was like Xmas something. There was this really cool one that I downloaded. Let me see, where is it? It's called From the Shadows. Excuse me. Oh, it looks like it's got a minute left to download. But, while I'm waiting for that, I just want to say thank you for coming back. I know, it's... Excuse me, I don't know why I'm so burpy today. Yeah, so we're gonna try a different game, free play game from Steam. It's called From the Shadows. It's got about 45 seconds left. But yeah, I'm really sorry about not being able to, you know, not being able to just randomly like pop off out of nowhere. But yeah, so I'm hoping this one will be pretty cool. They kind of look like gnomes, and like one of them was light, and the other one like literal like shape, not like it's like person shaped light. And then I guess you're the other gnome or something. I didn't really look at too much of it, but it seemed interesting, and it's another free play game, so here's to hoping that it'll pop back up. Let's see, we got 8 seconds. Okay. Oh, ready to launch. Let's see, is it gonna pop up? Let me see if I can actually get it to pop up. That would actually probably help a little bit. Not yet. Okay. Oh, this is 1 second. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, now it's going up in seconds. The one time I want you to actually pop up. Today's just not my day. Oh, here we go. Let me see if I can get it to pop up. There we go, there we go. Okay. So let's see where this takes us, shall we? Ooh, spooky. And this was a graduation project as well. From some, different, I guess, budding video game enthusiasts. Oh. Oh, we have square eyes, or rectangle, not rectangle, diamond eyes. God, going through all the shapes. Octagon, pentagon. Yeah. Wonder why we're going in here. It's a, like, Dracula castle. Oh. Oh. No. From the shadows. Pretty excited to start playing this one. Ooh, okay. So, where's my cursor? Oh, okay, I just play from up and down. Okay. Let's go to options first. Okay, so music, sounds. Oh, it looks like it's a player 1, player 2. Oh no. I don't have another person to play with. And so, oh wait, maybe. Okay, so I really don't like the. Can I change this one? Okay, press a key. Cool. So up is gonna be that one. Down is gonna be that one. Lift. There we go. Lost. Okay, and space and interact is E, so that's right there. Okay, that should be fine. So then we're just gonna go to save. Play. New game. Oh, cool, so we can pick solo. Sweet. Okay. A weird castle. Yeah, so that's what it looked like. You kind of have like a light and dark side. So I'm wondering how this is gonna play out. It looks pretty interesting though, for it being a free play game too. Oh. Looks like we're the dark one. Get up, buddy. I wanna name him like Bojangles. I'll name his Bojangles the Shadow. Wait, what happened? Okay, you're a little unsteady. Oh. What the hell? What is happening to me? I don't know, buddy, but we'll find out. Why am I flickering? I don't think you're supposed to flicker, buddy. Are you trying to leave? You're just like, no. I mean, I'd probably be like that too. Be like, nope, I'm just gonna leave. Oh. The door's locked. It won't budge. Okay, let's calm down. Shadow. Light. Shadow. Okay. So the only way out is forward, I guess. That's why I came here in the first place anyway. Okay, so... Okay, we can't move up and down at the moment. But it looks like it's side to side. Not too bad. It looks pretty nice. Oh, I can't go up there. Okay, so... We'll just keep going this way, I guess. Double jump. Yes. I know. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, so maybe that's to get back up. Oh, wait. Can I switch to like, the light? Oh, no. Get back up. I know I can double jump. Oh! Okay, he grabs onto it. Okay. Because I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Collect as many collectibles as you can. Okay, let go. Okay. Reminds me a little bit like Zelda. Oh, no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. There we go, there we go. Okay. Oh, I just... Left shift. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's a way to... I wonder if these, like... That's a pretty cool mechanic. But, I wonder if these, like... You know, like the statues in the background, I wonder if they're going to, come to life, maybe? That'd be pretty weird. Okay, so that did that. Can we... Okay. That's really pretty, though. I love the lighting. Okay, chapter 1. Friedrich? Friedrich? Who knows? Unless he says his name. Okay. Oh yeah, we can also interact with... I'd like turn all of these off. Can I turn this one off? Can I like... Aw, no, I can't turn that one off. Okay. Ooh. Hello, vampire sir? Yeah, you're definitely a vampire. Oh, a visitor? It's quite uncommon to come across anyone here. Hello? What is this place? Legend has it that this castle once belonged to a great and majestic vampire, but there is no such thing as vampires, right? I mean, you're looking pretty vampire-esque to me. You got like the gray skin and the glowing eyes, and you actually got fangs. Like, I mean, unless I'm a complete idiot, I'm pretty sure you're a vampire. But where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself. My name is Friedrich Koster, butler of this magnificent place. Butler, you say? I doubt that with a cape like that, sir. That usually means that you mean business. I'm lost. Well, I'd like to help you, but I have other important things to do today. You might find answers deeper in this castle. We will meet again, my friend. I'm probably gonna have to fight you. Do you like light? Oh, I can't even like go over to him. That's sad. Oh, tricky. Okay. So we gotta like hiya and then hiya. Oh, damn it. So close. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I gotta Should I be shadow or should I go to light? Oh, come on. We got this. Oh, come on. There we go, there we go. Okay. But then if I turn to light, I'm gonna like... Okay, hold on. Let me like... Oh! Oh, damn it. So, okay. Oh my goodness. He's just watching me like, why is this idiot like even... Okay. And then, yeah, we're gonna have to switch again midair. Okay. Hopefully, I can do this. The angle's a little bit weird. Hiya! No! Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Try once more. This is a really pretty game, though. Okay. Shift. Oh, that was close. So I have to get it when it's going away. Okay. Let me see. Oh, we did it! Yay! Okay. Oh, we got that collectible that we want up there. How are we gonna get up there? Maybe? We can climb up there? Maybe? Who knows? We will try. Oh, goodness. There we go. What did that do? Oh, that brought out that one, okay. But then how am I still gonna... I thought I could like hold onto the curtains. That would have been a really cool thing. Oh, got it! We got it, guys. Okay. Oh, I... Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. Okay, so those just turn on and off by themselves back there, okay. Oh, almost overshot that. How am I gonna do this one? Wait, can I change to light? Is there anything? Nope. Okay. So drop and jump. Damn it! I overshot it. Okay. Nope. Okay. Sweet. Did it! Okay. Oh. Tricky, tricky. Okay. And then switch. Damn it. It's hard because, like, the controls are a little wonky, but... Okay. So... Jump! Damn it. Okay. And then... Jake! Damn it! It wasn't the light that got me, it was the spikes. Damn it. Okay. And E. And E. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. And then... Okay. Now I'm here. I don't think I was supposed to... How do I get rid of that one? Because I can't, like, climb up. It's, like, so weird. Okay. Damn it. I'm trying to move forward and also... Okay. And also trying to change as I go. Okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. It just took me a second. So I'm gonna have to change right as I jump. to light, and then, okay, and then go over there. Okay. So it's like change, 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 change. Oh, oops, I forgot about that. Oh, come on. There we go. As we jump, change. Okay. And then as we jump, change. Woo! We did it, guys! I'm so proud of us. Okay. Oh, those ones like to fall. Okay. Oh, okay, I kind of expected that, but... Oh no. No! You come back? Okay, you do come back. Cool. Oops. Oh, oh, come on. Okay. Yay! Okay. Okay, so we got this one here. And we got that one. Okay, and then we have to switch back and forth as we go up. Okay. Oh, that was close. Okay. No! Damn it. This one's tricky. That would probably be easier if you had two people playing, now that I think about it. Because you could have like 1-1. Just making it harder for myself at this point. Okay. Let's see here. No, damn it. I hit the wrong button. I meant to do the other one. Okay. Let's see if I like... Okay. So... let me see here. Okay. We're gonna quit for now. Let me see. I kind of want to try this one, even though it's technically, Halloween themed. It seemed really cute. It's, witches versus warlocks. And I think it's like a visual novel, where you can, like, create your own character. Okay, so let me figure out how to get it on here. 1 second. Not that one. This one. There we go. Okay, you guys should be able to see it now. The art is very cute. So he's a werewolf. He's a ghoul, or like a ghost. He's a Frankenstein. And I think she's a vampire. I forgot their names already. But yeah, it looked really cute, so let's start, shall we? Oh, it looks like we get to pick our first name. Well, you know I gotta be Katami. Oh, you could also be a male on this one. That's pretty cool. What's our voice?
Let me try. Let me try.
Let me try.
Let me try. Let me try.
Yeah, probably that one. Oh, that's cool. I also changed skin tone. Ooh, hair color. I'm gonna go red. Oh, they even have like they, them pronouns. And like he, him, she, her. That's really cool. Okay, so we have our witch.
It's love, love, love.
That makes the world go round, round, round. Another flawless night. Once again, love is triumphant. All thanks to the weeks of dedicated hard work of yours truly, the incomparable, the one, the only, Katami Nightshade. Tonight, two souls who had been searching their entire afterlives for each other have found one another at last. Tonight, two hearts that used to be lonely are beating as one. All thanks to me.
The best matchmaker in Dwimmermere High.
The only one.
Oh, hello, Zero. Yeah, I forgot his name. The only matchmaker in Dimmere High. A blue-skinned apparition steps out of the wall right in front of me. Oh! I jump back, lose my balance, and nearly fall over.
What's the matter?
You look like you've seen a ghost.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
I would have never guessed. The apparition hovering a few inches above the pavement is Zero, my poltergeist classmate and childhood friend. I snicker at his obvious jab. He has quite the natural-born talent for it. You're looking as strict and frowny and scary as ever, Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you been? I was waiting all night.
Smile for me.
Why don't you smile more often? You look sweeter than candy corn when you smile. He didn't like that too much. Looks like Zero won't be showing me that sweet smile of his tonight.
Anyway.
I have actually been busy on a very important errand.
Yeah, right.
You were out just matchmaking again.
Of course.
Of course I was out matchmaking.
Don't you know?
When evil comes knocking, whether due to external forces or certain summoning incident in that lab we are not going to bring up for yet the 100th time, Zero.
I must do it.
I must quell the beast by finding its one true love. After all, I am the one and only Katami Nightshade, best matchmaker in Dimmermere High.
Again.
You're the only matchmaker in Dimmermere
Naturally.
High. So I'm so superb at matchmaking, no one dares to compete against wonderful me. Zero brings his hands together, slowly and horribly, in 1, 2, 3 sarcastic claps.
So,
May one inquire if the one and only Katami Nightshade found any time between helping the undead find love and romancing evil spirits to study for her exams?
Sam's.
yes.
Exams.
Of course.
Oh, exams! Of course I have, silly.
Yes.
They are promptly bookmarked in my calendar.
Well,
I just haven't the time to really buckle down with a good witch's brew and spellbook.
I will.
But I will.
Ha ha ha.
Folding his arms, Zero smirks at me with a rather sardonic glint in his ruby eyes.
Ray, tell me.
Does the comparable Katami Nightshade think her exams are? Isn't it Halloween? I'm sure I have much more time than you think.
Wait.
Katami, when do you think is Halloween?
Well,
Halloween is the most important day in a witch's calendar. However, these days I've been so busy with matchmaking a certain evil spirit, every day seems just like any other. I cannot say for certain the last time I looked at my day planner, but it couldn't have been that long ago.
maybe.
Halloween is in 2 months? Maybe 3? Or maybe 4?
Halloween is next week.
What?
Well, I don't know which is more terrifying, the way Zero is glowering, or the way he just shouted.
No way.
Next week?
Yes.
Next week.
Really?
Halloween?
I cannot believe.
Katami, I cannot believe you've forgotten about your exams, much less Halloween. Zero, a lot has happened since the start of the semester, and you know my memory has a tendency to be fickle.
Don't you know?
On the first week, I almost got tangled up in a mistaken identity crisis with a corpse's bride.
Thankfully.
He was understanding once I matched him up with the undead body of his dreams.
And then.
Not long after, an evil spirit teen tried to banish me for getting his mom a hot date.
And then.
Must I mention a certain summoning incident in a lab that is still not up for discussion? Zero sighs with an exaggerated shake of his head.
It isn't.
Your memory isn't bad. It's selective. I throw up my hands in surrender at his comments. Nothing I said was going to break down his wall when he gets like this.
I don't know.
I don't even know what the exams are about.
So,
Exams will be a series of magical obstacle courses. You need to use your magic spells you're supposed to have learned this year to...
Oh, you mean.
Spells! Oh, you mean like the glow spell?
yes.
I remember.
Miss Matchwitch cast glow in her first class. The demonstration was absolutely dazzling.
Yes.
About the exams.
Yeah.
Maybe I can cast it too, and dazzle the examiners into passing me, the most wonderful matchmaker in Dimware High.
Let me try.
How did she do it? Let me try. Glow. I wave my hands grandly, the way I remember Miss Magowitch doing.
Glow!
Light, come on! Not a glimmer.
Why?
Zero, care to give me a hint as to why I can't cast Glow?
Because.
You're a witch. Only true sorcerers can cast spells purely by magic. Witches like yourself must use potions to cast spells.
Oh!
I cannot believe.
This is basic knowledge. Have you slept through classes the whole semester? A sheepish grin spreads across my face before I can stop it. Maybe. I've been staying up pretty late.
May I remind you?
And unless you study properly from now on, you're going to fail your exams and be expelled for being a witch who can't cast one single spell.
Really?
Will they really expel me just because I can't cast a single spell? Zero's looking at me in that horrible way of his again.
Think about it.
You'd be the only witch in the entire history of Dimware High to be unable to cast even a single spell. Being expelled is far from far-fetched. Think about that for a moment.
Help me.
Teach me to be a spellcasting witch.
Let me think.
Nope.
May I remind you?
Every night for the last 3 months, between all the ghouling around and excessive matchmaking, I kept warning you to prepare for exams, but did you ever listen? But Zero, you try to listen to anything will be excessively haunted by an evil spirit.
You said so.
You said the spirit summoning incident was not up for discussion.
Did you?
So did you ever listen to me? I'm sorry. He's probably not gonna like that answer, so I'm gonna do I guess not.
Guess not.
You're hopeless.
Don't even think you could get me to bail you out this time. This mess really is all my fault, huh?
That's right.
And I'm not fixing it for you. I let my shoulders droop.
I understand.
After all, you've done so much already.
I'll work hard.
I'm going to study really hard, harder than ever before these next 7 days.
And then...
And if it still isn't enough and we never see each other again after I'm expelled next week, then I'll miss you, Zero, my dearest friend. I give Zero a sad little smile, then turn to limp tragically away. 3, 2, 1.
Wait,
Zero.
I guess.
I have no choice but to help you once more, but don't count on it happening again.
Thank you.
Really? You will? I spin exuberantly, celebrating my little victory, and throw my arms around him. They slip through him, as usual.
Hey!
Hey, quit it. It'll take ages for me to reform myself if I get disintegrated so close to dawn. Sorry, I'm so happy I can't help it. You're the best, Zero.
Stop.
There isn't much time left before daybreak, and you need all the help you can
Pay
get.
attention.
I'm only going to explain spellcasting and potions for witches just this once. Okay, your day is divided into 3 segments: Early Dawn, Crimson Dusk, and Witching Hour. You can pick an activity to spend your time with during each time segment in the activity menu. Make potions, learn spells, and part-time job will advance your time onto the next segment. Okay, so... Okay,
Ah,
dawn is coming.
What's the matter?
You look oh so familiar and fragile now, as if the slightest wind could whisk you away.
Because
It's because the sun is nearly up.
that's how it is.
For poltergeists like me, doomed for life to only walk the night.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping me tonight, and well, for everything.
Work hard and do your best.
I, for one, would prefer it if you didn't get yourself expelled, if that makes a difference. If it isn't how transparent he has become, I could almost swear his cheeks were a tinge brighter than before. Silently, smiling his elusive, sweet smile, Zero fades away with the onset of day.
I will.
I promise, I'll work hard, pass the Howling exam, and make you proud of me. I will. I swear it. Right? A matchmaker for monsters? That would be a really cool dream job. Oh, is it? Oh, there we go. The windows of my house are brightly lit, and when I try to open the door, it swings inward with ease. Which means...
Damien!
I'm home!
Welcome home.
A hear my housemate Damien shuffling down the staircase, welcoming me with their shy smile.
Help me!
Huh?
Tonight didn't go well?
Uh,
The worst. Tonight was just dreadful. I can try, but I don't know if I...
You see?
Matchmaking isn't my forte, and you never needed my help before, so...
no.
Not matchmaking. Of course I don't need help with
The
matchmaking.
best matchmaker in Dwimmermere High.
And I intend to keep it that way.
Well...
Studying. I need help with studying. I give myself a fright thinking about the possibility that I might be expelled from school.
Don't you know?
Didn't you know that exams are on Halloween, which happens to be next week?
Of course.
Everyone does. Hang on.
Wait.
Don't tell me you just found out. I look at them teary-eyed. Oh dear. This isn't the most opportune moment to ask, as Damon must be busy with their own studies too. But I gave Zero a promise, and I intend to do everything I can to keep it. And studying together is more fun anyway.
Damien!
The most dependable and studious friend I have. You're my only hope. My housemate looks both embarrassed yet happy at the same time, and that's how I knew I had them exactly where I wanted them. She's such a manipulator, oh my god. Well, technically me. Really? I am? If I cram these books all by myself, I'd probably end up setting them on fire, then catch fire myself, then die miserably.
Please?
You've got to save me from my ultimate demise, please. Damien hesitates, but only for a second before nodding, just as I knew they would.
I'll try.
I'll try to do what I can to help you, Katami.
Thank you!
Thank you so much! Without a moment's notice, I fling my arms around them in a big, cheerful hug.
Be careful.
Careful, I'm still not finished assembling the parts. I jump away at once, careful not to bump off a limb or two.
Alright!
You're already doing maintenance again?
Yes.
My previous arms were falling off, and one of the knees started creaking, so I had to buy new parts from the human shop. Oh wow, there's a human shop, okay. Did you get a good price? So that's where you've been. Good price? Are there any good bargains lately? You can't let Mr. West rip you off. You're his #1 customer after all. They give me a small humored smile.
Yes.
The human shop has an influx of parts that they're selling for cheap because, well, a big pile of human corpses was recently uncovered. Or so Mr. West says. That Mr. West sure is a bit shady, isn't he?
Maybe.
But the human parts he sells are fresh and cheap, just like his potions.
Right.
Potions! I snap my fingers with both hands as the next step in my master plan for passing my exam falls into place in my head.
I remember.
That reminds me, I should go to the human shop to buy potions. I'm all out and can't cast any spells without them.
All right.
That's a good idea, Katami, but are you sure you can afford to?
Why?
Whatever do you mean? Aren't you kinda, broke?
Oh!
Oh, well...
You're right.
You already spent all your allowance on hosting matchmaking parties, right?
Yes!
Yep, that evil spirit only wanted the most fancy stuffs and wouldn't let me rest until I complied.
How?
Wait, how did you know that?
Well...
Because yesterday you had to borrow money from me for lunch, and a little extra for a light snack.
I forgot.
Oops. Oh, this is bad, really bad. Even if I do learn enough spells to pass Halloween exams, it won't do me a lick of good if I don't have the potions I need to cast them. And there's no way I have enough time to concoct all the potions I will need while cramming spells simultaneously. There has to be another... Tell me, listen, I have an idea.
Yeah!
Tell me!
Maybe.
If you need to earn money to buy potions, maybe you can, try asking Mr. West at the human shop for a part-time job.
How?
Are they hiring?
Exactly.
I heard Mr. West needs more hands, that are attached to living bodies, I mean, to help out because of that big consignment of corpses the shop received. And with everyone busy studying, I think that you'll have a good shot at getting a job there, if you want to, that is.
Perfect!
I'll head there at once,
Wait.
after you wake up tomorrow. Their sudden shift in tone took me by surprise, to say the least, and I put on a good pouty face. But...
No.
Go to bed, Katami. You look exhausted and you need to rest.
But...
No.
I'm serious.
You see.
If you won't go to bed now, I'm not going to help you.
Wow!
Such a surprisingly assertive threat coming from you. I do what I need to.
Alright!
I know you mean the best for me.
Yes!
Heading to bed now, my liege. I take an exaggerated bow and Damien laughs softly but doesn't leave their spot until I have gone all the way up the stairs and into my bedroom. Maybe Damien is right. I'm way too sleepy now to be applying for part-time jobs if I actually want to end up getting hired. And my bed looks so soft and warm and inviting. My eyelids suddenly feel like a ton of bricks. Tomorrow, I'll work really, really hard. Tomorrow. Darkness takes me gently into its sweet embrace. 8 hours of uninterrupted beauty sleep is the most magical spell in the world. I went to bed last night feeling like a lobotomized zombie with a head stuffed full of decomposing brain matter. This morning, I stretch out my arms, fully resurrected as a lively and youthful matchmaking genius.
The incomparable, the one and only.
Very full of myself, aren't I? I sing haughtily as I bounce down the stairs. Good morning, Katami. You're looking energetic.
Yeah.
I am energetic, that's why. I feel like I can take on anyone or anything.
Excellent.
Even Mr. West in the human shop? Aren't you applying for a job at the human shop today?
Well...
Since you're broke and need money to buy potions, which you need to cast spells, which you need to pass the exams on Halloween.
Oh!
No wonder I'm in a good mood.
I forgot.
I forgot all about the exams and potions and casting spells and being broke. Now I remember. I count each little terrible to-do list item on my fingers, and my cheery good mood evaporates like a fine mist in the morning sun.
See you later.
I'm late, I have to hurry. See you later, Damien.
Yes.
Good luck, Katami. I hear Damien call softly behind me as I dash out of the house.
Alright!
Good luck. Yep, I'm gonna need it. Ding, ding, ding. The cracked antique bell chimes eerily as I push open the creaky old door of the human shop. The shop is as empty and silent as an open grave, which means it isn't open yet. Probably. Looks like I made it just in time.
Hello? Oh my.
What do we have here? A cutie has appeared into my parlor. Behind the shop counter stands a little girl, her chin on the edge of her palm. She's eyeing me as a spider would a particularly delectable fly.
Herbie!
Today's produce just arrived and it's still fresh, being alive and all. Her voice echoed lightly through the shop, and from somewhere upstairs an unseen voice hollers back. I'm busy, Carmilla. Butcher it yourself. Butcher?
No way.
Wait, I'm not produce.
Mm-hmm.
Really? She tilts her head pointily to the side with obviously dubious regard.
But...
Are you quite certain? You look a lot like produce to me. I am no mere human.
The incomparable,
You behold
the one and only.
You behold in your company the incomparable, the one and only Katami Nightshade.
Nightshade, huh? So you're a witch? Yeah.
You know it.
Mm.
Then why haven't I seen you in school before? You go to Dimaware High too?
Huh?
If you really are a student there, you wouldn't know that much without asking. Strange, I thought I had invited everyone to my matchmaking parties at least once.
Oh.
Matchmaking? Oh, you're that Nightshade. The charming girl straightens up and dazzles me with her professional sunny smile.
Welcome.
Hello there, my name's Carmilla. How may I assist you today?
See.
You see, I'm looking for a job.
Huh?
Now, if you're a witch, you should know you have exams in 1 week's time.
For the last time.
I am a witch.
Well...
And I know I have exams in a week, but I'm kind of really broke. Those gaudy matchmaking soirees must have cost a pretty penny.
Yes.
Which means I can't afford to buy potions. Which means you can't cast spells.
Well...
Which means I won't be able to pass exams even if I know how to cast spells.
Huh?
Even if? Even though.
Oh.
Which means I watch her swiftly calculate my unfortunate circumstance.
And so...
You'll be the first witch to ever be expelled from Dimaware High for not being able to cast a single spell.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, exactly what I don't want to be.
Now...
Well, I understand your trials and tribulations. I can't help you.
Why? You know?
You see, Mr. West, the proprietor of the human shop, already has someone to run the store for him. And you're looking right at her. But I need the money.
Yes?
Who doesn't? At this point, I'm a tad desperate and blurt out the first idea that comes to mind.
Maybe?
Could I maybe work for you?
Mm-hmm.
For me? Both of her eyebrows raise in interest.
Yes!
Someone as talented and clever as you shouldn't be working for others. You should have others working for you instead.
Wait.
You mean as a manager? Not simply a manager, think bigger. Supervisor, director, visionary leader.
You're right.
True, I do belong to an ancient and distinguished noble family.
Yes.
The common people should serve me, not the other way around.
Yeah.
And I can't believe the proprietor is making a girl as beautiful as you stand behind a counter all the time.
Right.
I'm wasting away behind the silly table, aren't I?
Naturally.
Definitely.
See.
With your brains and your looks, if the proprietor has you out and about charming the customers, I bet the turnover of the human shop will increase tenfold.
Huh?
Only tenfold?
Of course.
100-fold.
I like it.
You make many excellent points. I like the way you think.
Yeah.
See? I would be quite useful to have working for you. Put in a good word for me to the proprietor? Please?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try. No guarantees. She winks.
Herbie!
Today's produce wants to work for me and I like her, can she? What? Work for you? Please? Gosh. Her voice is suddenly so sugary sweet that I feel like a diabetic going to cardiac arrest just listening to it. Yeah, I like her too. She's pretty cute. Oh, alright.
And so,
That means you'll have to pay her a salary and all. Oh, alright.
mm-hmm.
And that means you also have to give me a raise. Excuse me?
Yes.
Because I'm her supervisor now, aren't I? You can't pay me the same as her. What? Oh, alright. Carmilla turns back to me, her hair bouncing lightly against her shoulders. She claps her hands together dramatically.
Congratulations!
Congratulations on your new job!
Amazing!
Was it magic?
Of course.
Vampiric magic, to put it simply, my very own brand. A devious little notion strikes me.
How?
How did you become so impossibly good at it?
Practice.
Oh, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect, you know.
I'm sure.
You're being way too modest, I'm sure. She purses her lips against the back of her index finger.
Maybe.
Maybe I am. There's a lot of talent involved too, naturally.
Can you teach me?
Can you even teach a witch like me?
Of course.
Of course I can, if you want to. Why do you want to learn it anyway?
Well...
I was thinking it might be useful if we're asking the proprietor for a raise.
Yes!
I mean, just for the sake of my Halloween exams.
Carmilla!
I'd be ever so grateful, Carmilla.
Please?
After all, you're the only vampire in this world who is intelligent enough to teach me magic in just a week. Please? She considers me thoughtfully, tapping the tip of her chin before pausing to give me her final verdict.
Oh, alright.
Alright, I guess, it could be you may have some talent for it too, we shall see. Once every day, your character will work part-time and earn money. Looks like nothing happened. I learned a good amount of pocket money. It's one of the options. While working part-time, some events may occur that can be solved by using the right magic spell. Solving these events will earn you extra amount of money. By choosing part-time job from the activity menu, you can work an extra shift. Okay. Little Witch Katami, da-da-da, the one and only, la-la-la. Today I found out that the proprietor of the human shop is incredibly shady, and his storekeeper is a sweet-talking vampire.
Yeah.
I also got a job so I can buy potions, and a new friend to teach me riveting vampiric magic. Yeah. I pumped my fists into the air, cheering at the sign of my eminent victory. The Halloween exams are going to be a piece of pumpkin pie. Suspicious noises are coming from the dingy back alley behind the human shop. What's going on? Cautiously, I peek into the decrepit alley. A mountain of reanimated corpses and body bags crawling its way to the human shop. From the upper floor of the shop comes the sound of metal and glass crashing onto the floor. What did you say? Not again.
Don't you worry.
It's only the delivery for today's produce. She giggles while giving me a twinkling glance. Then Carmilla turns her attention to the hideous monstrosity that just made its way to the door.
Now...
Leave it out on the doorstep as per usual, Lawrence.
All right.
The mountain of body bags halts and plonks onto the ground. The person who is hauling them straightens up and dusts off his hands. It's a cat boy! Oh, what?
Wow!
How cute! A real-life cat boy! I've never seen one up close before, despite being a witch.
Alright!
So many cats, but no cat boys. Plus, you must be a really strong cat boy to carry so many body bags all the way to the shop.
Stop.
First of all, I am not a cat. And second of all, I have a name. Hold out your paws and say, "Yeah, cat boy." I wave my loosely held fist in the air at him, and he puts both hands on his hips and drops his head before letting out a long sigh. Evidently, my frightening appearance has unhinged your wits with stark terror.
No way.
You don't look frightful at all. Can I give your fluffy ears a pat? Before or after I bite your hand off?
Wow.
Such a feisty cat boy.
I'm
Again,
a werewolf.
not a cat boy, a werewolf. Yes, it's a werewolf. He's a werewolf. Werewolf? Where? Right
course.
here. He places the tip of his index finger against his chest. You?
Yeah.
A werewolf, a lichen, a loup-garou, me. But werewolves are all scary and stuff. Precisely. At last you concede the point. But you're not scary at all. You're adorable.
Wow.
Wowie, you're growling again and look like you want to bite someone's hand off.
Because...
I do. If you're done infuriating me, I will take my leave. With unutterable dignity, the cat boy, whoops, werewolf, strides past me, chin high and ears bristling. How strange. I begin to inquisitively stroke my chin. What? He stops mid-stride. He was already annoyed enough, so I'm gonna say he doesn't like being called that. You don't like it when someone calls you cute or adorable, do you? The werewolf begins to rub the sides of his head in a circular fashion. So kind of you to finally put the pieces together. No, in fact, it makes my temples throb with a vicious fury. Sorry, I'll remember not to in the future. Probably.
Good.
Very good.
Hold it.
Hang on. In the future?
Yes.
For sure!
Why?
You expect for reasons apparent only to yourself, we shall cause for... You expect for reasons apparent only to yourself, we shall cause for further association?
Yeah.
Yep, I want us to become friends. It's not every day I get to meet a werewolf as cute and as scary and intimidating as you. Alright, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but just this once.
Well...
Your name is Lawrence, right? That's what Camilla called you earlier.
Yeah.
Indeed. You have the advantage of me.
Right.
What? Oh, my name is Katami Nightshade, the one and only...
I know.
Yes, I know.
Of course.
You know? You know, of course you know. I don't want your services, mind you. I already have too many admirers inquiring after me for a chance to scratch my chin or ruffle my ears.
All right.
Don't worry, I won't try to set you up with anyone.
Good.
Yes.
I'll only try to make you teach me magic spells and potions. Lawrence was starting to nod when he flung his head up in surprise.
How?
I don't know why he's so cute. Let me get this straight. You, a witch, are asking me, a werewolf, to teach you how to brew potions.
Right.
That's right.
Fine.
I see. It is not my hearing... It's not my hearing that is faulty, but your intellect. Well, sometimes I do wish I went to class occasionally. But what can a werewolf like me teach even to a truant witch like yourself? You're a werewolf, right? That means you're very strong.
Yeah.
This is true.
And then...
And have superhuman senses, and look scary and intimidating all the time. Correct again. Hold on, let me... What is the name of this? It's Witches, versus Warlocks. It's on Steam, and it's, free to play. Yeah.
Right.
Then teach me spells and potions that will let me be like you. You can also be a warlock as well, so you can be a guy as well.
Yes.
I bet being strong and scary with superhuman senses can help me pass my Halloween exams. Okay. It's pretty fun. It's actually, you can find quite a bit, of visual novels. Excuse me. I'm gonna stretch it. Yeah, you can find quite a bit of visual novels, for free on Steam. Like, I found 2 or 3 of them. And, like, it's the whole, story, pretty much. And then they have DLC afterwards that you can buy, but yeah. I clasp my hands together and shake them up at him in a pleading fashion. Desperation seems to be an unfortunate reoccurring theme for me lately. Is it possible? It is possible I can do so. It may even be possible you might be able to learn a thing or two if I do.
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean I'm going to.
Why?
What? Why not?
Now,
What can you possibly offer to make it worth my while? My undying friendship?
no.
Don't need. My eternal gratitude? Useless. My premium 24/7 matchmaking service? Good
No.
grief, no.
Well...
Then what would you like?
Hmm.
Meat. Lots and lots of meat. He stretches his arms and folds them behind his head.
You know.
More meat means less time hauling corpses, and I, for one, would welcome the break to do something as simple as teach a few spells.
All right!
Meat in exchange for teaching me spells, huh? Okay, all the meat you can eat for as long as we both shall live.
Hmm.
You swear? Oh no. I feel like that's gonna bite me in the butt.
Yes!
Pinky promise! Oh no. I hope I don't disappoint him. For a moment, Lauren stands still and silent, obviously awed by the generosity of the one and only Katami Nightshade.
All right.
I accept your offer.
Yeah!
Yay! I return home tired and footsore, but very, very happy.
Damien!
I'm back!
Welcome home.
My housemate hurries to greet me, looking a lot sprightlier than they did this morning.
Well...
You finished doing maintenance already?
Yes.
You were out a rather long time, and I was getting a bit worried. Did everything go well?
Yes!
Everything went fantastically. I got the job, and I made 2 new friends.
Congratulations.
All thanks to your idea, Damien.
Right!
Now I'll have money for potions and 4 people to help me prepare for the Halloween exams. A slight brush dawns their stitched face.
I'm glad.
Tell me, what are your plans for the rest of today? I don't know what the plans are. Oh. Early dawn, so it's the 24th of October. So what are these? Can I like click on these? I think I need one of each of these maybe? Then I got coin. Okay. We could do money. I mean, that was because we can't buy anything and we can't make anything without potions. Either learn spells or part-time job. I guess part-time job, we'll do that. Today I went to work. Nothing special happened and I earned a good amount of pocket money. Okay, now it's dusk. Let's learn some spells. Text about spells and the end use start. Oh no. So I think this is right here. Yeah, this is text about spells and the end use start. So clone a body part like your hand while maintaining control over its movements. Okay, so it looks like I actually need to buy some potions, but I'm just gonna read what these do. Grants you superior intellect and empathy, allowing you to reason with corpses. Choose one body part to strengthen like you were handpicked for perfection. There are advantages to being 7 feet tall. Being oddly convincing without a word is one of them. In exchange for some protection, plenty of smaller creatures won't mind lending you a hand. And then we got telekinesis, so move objects without touching them, like in a haunting. Let out a screech that can break glass or deafen anything in range. Lets you float for a short while. Defeat dragons, or make some fried eggs. Freeze a small area with your ghostly chill. And this one's summon any vampire allied nocturnal animal in the vicinity to ask a favor. Detect anything living with blood nearby. Also works on recent bloodshed. Climb up any nearby surface, even walls and ceilings. Oh, whoops. I clicked it. Levitate and glide through the air, and then cloak yourself in complete darkness, hiding you from sight. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna have to maybe go buy some potions? Hello there! How may I assist you today? I don't know how much they are. I guess a yellow potion? How many? 1. Thanks for your purchase. Let's do a blue one. Okay. Come again! Okay, so we bought some potions. Those require red. Okay, these ones are blue. These ones are purple. Do we even have one that takes yellow? Oh, that one. Let's start telekinesis. Clean, clean, clean the house, Katami. Nightshade, the neat, the tidy.
I'm sorry.
I have to apologize, Katami.
I always thought.
You were a thoughtless, bumbling, devil-may-care, airhead snob. Zero, one or two at a time, please.
But
It seems like you may deep down. Oh, it seems like maybe deep down you're actually a responsible person. Yes, praise me some more.
maybe.
Very, very deep down. Carefully, I climb a ladder. I climbed the ladder, a pail of cleaning equipment in my hand.
How?
How was Damon injured so badly? They said that they were trying to clean the top shelf of this cupboard, but while on the ladder, one of their joints gave out suddenly.
Ouch.
Yeah. I sigh. It's rare for that to happen to Damon. They're not even a klutz, so I'm pretty worried.
Oh, now. Don't worry.
I'm sure Damon will come home in tip-top shape after their surgery at the human shop.
Right.
So am I.
And then.
And I want to give Damon a big surprise when they get back and find this place all spick and span, not even a single crumb of newt to be found.
Are you sure?
I think that's very kind of you, only are you sure you'll be fine? What do you mean?
May I
You're
remind
barely
you?
keeping your balance on top of that rickety ladder while holding a mop in one hand and a pail of soapy water in another.
Well,
A series of tasks that would challenge even a trained acrobat.
Right.
I am? I am.
Amazing.
Amazingly talented, aren't I?
don't.
Accidentally trip and fall too. You're such a worrywart. I tiptoe to the uppermost rung, straining to reach the corner of the cupboard shelf with my
The
mop.
incomparable.
No
the
accident.
one and only.
Oh, no accident could possibly happen to... Oh, cockroach, cockroach!
Careful!
I flinch away from the creepy crawly and simulates to lose my balance. Oh, this is gonna be the typical, like, oh, you saved me! For one dizzying moment, I am in free fall. An unseen force catches me midair.
Huh?
I am floating? Buoyed up in midair by an invisible wave, as are my mop and pail on either side of me. Slowly the force ebbs away, settling me and my mop and pail gently on the floor. My brain rattles inside my skull as I recover from the— Okay, so we didn't fall into his arms, but he saved us.
Well.
What happened?
Thank goodness.
I caught you in time. You scared me to death. But Zero, you're a poltergeist. Unless you want to turn into one, don't overdo something so—
Wait.
Wait, that's it. I'm an idiot. I should have taught you telekinesis. Teleco what?
That's right.
It's a poltergeist spell that allows you to move physical objects about, like slamming doors in empty rooms, breaking plates, plunging cosmetic boxes into ponds. That one's very specific, Zero. Plunging cosmetic boxes into ponds. Or catching witches falling from ladders?
Precisely.
Or controlling a mop and pail into cleaning the cupboard without needing to hold them yourself.
Can you teach me?
Oh, that sounds useful. Teach me, Zero.
Pay attention.
Alright, prepare yourself, Katami. I'm going to teach you how to cast telekinesis. Woo! We already got a spell, guys!
Telekinesis.
Inch by inch, the mop and pail rise up from the ground like zombies from the grave. Dip the mop into the pail, take the mop out.
Well done.
Not bad. Wipe, wipe, wipe the mop on the shelf, shelf, shelf. But with a spell such as telekinesis, concentration is absolutely key. How strange. There's a round button-like thing. The instant you lose it,
Huh?
it's moving. It's moving! The spell breaks. Cockroach, it flies! Zero, it's flying! The mop and pail drop as a small brown creature whirls throughout the room before propelling up and out of the open window.
Telekinesis.
Zero catches the mop right before it lands on my head, and a look of relief crosses his face briefly.
Huh.
Telekinesis isn't the easiest spell to cast, especially when you're casting it for the first time. And being frightened by flying cockroaches.
Well,
That too. Well, you've quite recovered. Shall we try again? After an hour under Zero's tutelage, I used telekinesis to clean not just the cupboard, but every nook and cranny of the kitchen. There, when Damon returns. Katami, I'm home.
Yeah.
They're back. Can I stay? I'd like to see the look of surprise on their face too.
Of course.
Thank you for all your help, Zero.
Apologies.
I'm sorry I caused a mess in the kitchen earlier due to my accident. I'm going to clean it up right away, don't worry.
Oh,
Katami and Zero, what are you... and why's the kitchen... Oh, Do we have a cutscene? Aww. Okay, no cutscene, but I'm assuming he was very happy. Today, I went to work. Nothing special happened, earned some money.
0!
Guess what?
What?
Come on!
Just guess!
Fine.
Neither you nor I have the time to... Fine, I'll guess.
Yes!
Woohoo! He squints at me skeptically.
Did you?
Just set the kitchen on fire again, making scrambled eggs.
Huh?
What?
Well,
Did you?
No!
I see.
Then, I suppose you must have caused an explosion akin to where you put the wrong ingredient into your potion and burned down your flat.
No way!
I didn't! Jeez!
Don't tell me.
You accidentally summoned that 36-armed tentacle demon again while trying to practice it. 36-armed tentacle demon. That doesn't sound good.
No!
In that case,
I'm surely out of possible ideas. With much enthusiasm, I whip out a peace sign and angle it stylishly against my face.
Right!
I'm ready to learn the glow spell!
may I remind you?
That the glow spell is a very first spell that Estella taught you at the start of the year.
Yes!
Uh-huh, that's the one. Let's do this.
Uh,
Looks like it only took you 9 months to get ready to learn it. Excellent progress, Katami. At this rate, you'll pass the Halloween exams with flying colors. You think so too, huh? He was being sarcastic. That's okay.
The incomparable,
It's quite-
the one
oh.
and only.
Very full of myself. It's quite natural to find yourself speechless in front of a witch as brilliant as the one and only Katami Nightshade.
I admit it.
You often reduce me to speechlessness. But I need you to teach me the spell at some point, you know.
That's right.
You're right. We don't have time for sarcastic banter with each other.
Pay attention.
Prepare yourself, Katami. I'm going to teach you how to cast glow. Woo!
Glow!
An orb of pure golden an orb of pure golden brightness flowers in the cusp of my palms. At first it is faint and nebulous, but with each beat of my heart, the light shines more and more radiantly.
0!
Hey, Zero!
Right!
I did it! I spin around in delight and find Zero watching me with one of those rare, sweet, wistful smiles of his.
Well done.
Aw, I wish it wasn't like a little chibi. I wanted like his full thing just being like a smile. Well done, Katami. I don't understand why, but seeing Zero smile always makes something twist inside my heart. It's 'cause you like him. Praise me.
I did.
I just did?
Yeah!
Yeah, okay. Praise me more.
Maybe.
Maybe I will if you pass your exams, that is.
Hmm.
Aww.
Work hard and do your best.
It all depends on you from here on out. The more I look at his smile, the more I find the secret hollow in my heart twisting more sharply than usual. Turning away from him, I toss the glowing orb up into the quiet evening sky.
Anyway,
Now it's your turn!
come on!
My glow must be feeling lonely up there all by itself,
Yeah,
with
right.
the moon and all the stars to keep it company.
Well...
They're so far away, Zero, you're right here! Quietly, so very quietly that I'm not sure I didn't really hear it, a soft
All
whisper.
right.
For you, Katami. From behind me, an orb of azure light floats past, drifting up to join its golden counterpart.
You know.
Mortals call them ghost lights, will-o'-the-wisps.
Uh,
Huh?
Hmm.
Every poltergeist can cast the spell. Malevolent ones would cast them before unwary travelers, using its light to lure them from the road and perish in quaking bogs and silent dark tarns. When darkness is all around you, you will find it can be worse to travel with a light that is unreliable than with no light at all. Somehow Zero's voice carries a hint of bitterness with it. I can't help but lean forward to try to put my head on his shoulder.
Hey!
Sorry.
You know.
You know better than to do that.
well...
I can't help it. You're my reliable light, Zero.
What?
Don't you know?
You're a glowing blue poltergeist who's always looking out for me. So you can't blame me if I keep wanting to lean on your shoulder.
You
Well,
can't.
you can't. You'll fall right through and disrupt my form in the process. Just like now, huh? I grin at him, but his smile is nowhere to be found, although his cheeks seem to be tinged with a faint blush.
So,
You've learned how to cast glow. Our lesson is over. I'm heading off before you do something stupid again.
0!
He dematerializes in front of my eyes.
0.
Feeling a little crestfallen, I set off in the direction of my house. Just before I'm about to leave the field, I pause and look back one last time. The two glowing orbs, gold and blue, are still adrift in the evening sky. The corners of my mouth curl upward. I continue on my way, my steps lighter than before. So today is... oh, it's the witching hour. Okay, so we're still on the first day. I think there was another one we could learn. Was there? Oh no, it was the yellow. Okay, so we need to learn whale. We need another one of those. Yeah, we need purple for hers. Oh, we do have some money. We can buy potions. Hello there. How may I assist you today? Oh, we don't have purple. Okay. Well, I know blue and red makes purple. Maybe we could do that. One blue and one red. And then red. Okay. Come again. Okay. Make potions. Yeah, I want to create this one. So, oh, I can. Zero will. Wait, hold on. If you brew 3 of the same potion, Damien will give you 2 additional potions. Zero will double your potions output. Lawrence will triple your potions output for your 3rd choice. If you brew 3 different potions, Carmilla will give you 2 random additional potions. Okay. Well, we'll do this one because he doubles your potions output, no matter what it is. Okay, so... yeah, I want to create this one. How do I... hold on. Do I do blue and then red? And I want to create purple. And what is the... that's weird. Hold on. I want to create from the list. During each oh, okay. During each time of the day, the different assistants will be able to view each one of them to give you different bonuses. Press start. Okay, so the day will advance if I do that, but that's okay. So we're at the witching hour, so I want to create purple, but it won't... oh! I could have done purple! More purple. Can't find my books. Must be stolen by crooks. You probably left them in your bag you lent to your roommate. I squint while protruding my lips and holding my chin in my hand as I think hard on mentally retracing my steps from not so earlier today.
Wow!
Whoa, I did do that, huh? Wait, Lulu, when did you get here?
What? Watch
It's
yourself.
Lawrence. Lawrence. Watch yourself, witch. Lawrence takes a moment to pause and sniff the air. The way his nose twitches is way too adorable. Or the next time you have eggs and bacon, I'll be coming to claim some for myself.
Wow!
How did you know all this? Creepy.
No!
It's not. He sighs and pinches the bridge of his nose.
Again.
In case you forgot, again, I am a werewolf. We have the best sense of smell in all of Halloween Town. Oh, I love that movie, Halloween Town.
Now.
I caught your scent near West Shop, but it was muddled with several people mingling there at once. Since that Frankenstein creature came in not long after, and you so easily gave them your bag without a second thought, I assume you lived together.
Yes.
Although I could imagine you doing something like that regardless.
Wow!
Wow, we do actually. That's some pretty impressive detective work. Sight is deceptive, but scents never lie.
Oh!
Oh, hey, do you know where Damon is now?
Help me!
Help me track them down. I need my stuff for my next class.
Do it yourself.
Find them yourself.
How?
How am I supposed to do that? I throw up my arms in a greatly exasperated manner and look at my werewolf companion with a huge pout on my face.
Like...
Not everyone has an all-seeing, all-knowing magic nose like you do.
Well,
You did ask me to teach you magic, didn't you? Yes?
I'll show you.
Then buckle up, Buttercup. I'll show you how to follow a scent the way I can using the spell Scent Track.
Alright!
I'm all ears. Gladly, I cup one hand between... Giddily, I cup one hand behind each ear. Lawrence let out a disgruntled cough.
Pay attention.
As I teach you how to cast Scent Track. Woo! Lawrence demonstrates how I can smell the way wolves do. I thought it'd be complicated to improve my senses like that, but it was actually pretty simple. With the right spell, I guess anything is possible.
Set track!
After casting, I take a deep breath in through my nose as if there were a delicious brew cooking on the stovetop.
Wow!
It's like a whole new world opened up before my very nose.
Maybe.
So long as you get a good whiff of it first, you can track just about anything. Maybe even field, too. Track and field?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of running around. I don't have the words right now to convey how terrible that pun was, but I'll track you down. Oh, he likes puns. I kind of like him. I grin as I lean towards him. I lean towards him and take a few sniffs.
Oh!
Hey now, you actually smell kind of nice. Oh, he's got like little flowers and like leaves as his scent. Sensational even.
What? Now.
Now who's being creepy?
Come on!
Oh, come on, you started it. I mean, you have a really earthly smell to you, like wildflowers and tree bark and mud.
Well,
I like rolling in puddles when no one else is around. Aw. Puddles, really? Don't tell me you roll around in stinky dead things too. With a mouth ajar, I slap both hands against my cheeks.
Oh!
Wait, is that why you work it?
we're done.
Okay, we're done here. But leave.
All right!
Hey, okay, fine. Smell you later, Lawrence. Yeah, I like him. I might go for the werewolf. Hold on. I'm just gonna take a quick drink. Okay. So... I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. Oh, it's only 5:49. It feels like it's way longer. Okay. I guess we'll do one more day here. Yeah, so we got 2. Oh, we have 2 and 1. We could do crawl. Yeah, I think do I have to learn all of these before the end? That's gonna suck. Oh, we got some red ones. We can actually do 2 of these, and then we can actually do 2 of these, and then we can do this one. I think that takes up a time slot, so hopefully... let's do Camilla. We'll do that one.
Duh.
I'm telling you! The Zombie's Heart is the author's magnum opus! A finer story has never been made in the history of forever.
No!
And I'm telling you that it's a load of rubbish! Did we even read the same book? Excuse me, folks, could you perhaps help me? We both look up when an elderly gentleman interrupts our debate, which I was totally right about, gesturing towards a haunted sculpture on the top shelf.
Of course!
Of course, my dear! I immediately turned to pick up a step stool from behind the counter.
Right!
Here, let me...
I can do
There's
it!
no need, my adorable little servants will fetch it for me. Camilla puckers her lips and lets out a soft whistle. Instantaneously, a small group of chittering bats swoop from the tops of the rafters and gather around her, gleefully spinning. She gestures towards the sculpture, and the cluster fall upon it in a swarm. They pick up the heavy stone between their little claws and carry it down into Camilla's waiting hands. Aww.
Here you go!
Here you go! Thank you, young lady. As he receives the product, he gives us both a small nod before continuing to browse the store's selection.
Wow!
Whoa, Camilla, that was amazing. I stare out at Camilla's little posse of bats while they flop around her. One even lands on her shoulder and nuzzles against her cheek. In response, she affectionately pets the top of its head. She's like a spooky Cinderella.
Right?
Adorable darlings, no? I love hearing them mill about. Can you talk to them?
Yes!
Indeed I can. It's an inherent skill we vampires have, being able to communicate with creatures of the night.
You know?
Essentially, anything that creeps, crawls, or flaps is a close ally. She presses her index finger to her lips and winks.
Wow!
Wow. I didn't see your eyes glow this time. Are you not controlling them?
Not at all!
Why, Katami, not at all. I would never control a friend.
At any rate,
These are simple creatures that, if treated with kindness, will aid us in our daily lives as well as dangerous situations. But you call them your servants.
no.
For oomph, my dear.
Now,
This particular family of bats has been bonded to me for generations. They may as well be my own blood.
I don't.
And we do not subjugate famille. The bats swarm closer around her, butting their heads against her arms and hands for pets. She obliges and gently caresses their black fur.
Well,
Is it something I could learn too?
maybe.
I don't see why not. That is assuming I feel like teaching you. Huh? She smirks, saunters over to my side, and lets her words caress my ear. Apologize for your unsightly and more of a wrong opinion from earlier, and perhaps I may consider your request.
You know?
if only to celebrate your newfound sense of taste. Seriously? Over the book? Well, I'm definitely right, but...
Wow!
Wow, suddenly I see the error in my ways and think you were absolutely right. It was complete rubbish.
Right?
Oh, is that so?
Right.
I just don't know how I didn't see it earlier, to be honest.
Please?
As always, you're so much wiser than me and oh so gracious. Please teach me more of that so I can be like you one day, Lady Camilla. A little overacted, my dear, but I'll take it.
Well,
Although I do remember not to demand services from just anyone. We have a delicate balance in our friendship, and we have to uphold, you see.
now...
If some outsider started bossing my bats around, I'd be obligated to defend them. Huh? I would never. I stare at her wide-eyed and hopeful. Perhaps. Phew. I mean, you've been such a great teacher, Camilla. Double seriously.
Right.
If I didn't have you showing me magic, I don't think I'd ever be able to learn it. You're brilliant in every way imaginable. Camilla Berry surpasses a grin. Oh ho ho! Well, I suppose I can't deny that I've been the best teacher you've ever had.
I'll teach you.
Alright, little witch, I'll teach you how to cast night creatures. Woo! Her ego fed, Camilla spends the next few hours teaching me how to create potions that can summon and communicate with creatures of the night. We start small with a few spiders and slowly move on to practicing with her bats. It takes up the entire rest of the day at the shop. Still, I barely notice the time had passed until a customer rushes in at the last minute because of course they would. Not like they have any upcoming exams that are sure to spell their impending doom. Excuse me, could you help me reach that skull on top of the shelf?
Of course, my dear.
Go ahead, my dear. Now's the perfect time to try out your new skill.
Night creatures.
Spell cast, I whistle a small tune for the bats just like Camilla showed me. A few flutter over, but they don't even have half the enthusiasm they gave her. Bring me the skull! I point up toward the top shelf. They stare at me unmoving.
Come on.
Sweeter, doll. Please? Nothing. Pretty, please? Unsure of what else to do, I take a few berries from my lunch and offer it to them. The bats sniff them for a moment, but then hesitantly accept the fruit. I inch towards the shelf, coaxing them along. Eventually, they manage to grab the skull. But not without almost dropping it to the floor. Thankfully, I stumble forward in the nick of time, catch it, and hand it to the customer.
Right.
There you go. Thanks. And, don't worry, everyone's new at some point. After paying for the item and leaving a pity tip for me, he exits the shop. Once he's done, I turn to Camilla with a frown, big enough that my bottom lip jutted out. I don't get it. What did I do wrong?
Oh.
Your approach could have been better, but there's no need to take it personally.
Now,
I am more familiar with these bats than you are, after all. You need to build a much greater relationship with them to gain the same kind of trust they and I have. She pets one of the bats for emphasis, smiling down at her companion all the while. I hold out a finger. In response, a single bat flutters down and wraps its little claws around the middle of it and then hangs upside down. Yeah, I get it. I smile to myself.
yes.
We'll just have to spend more time together. Looking around the human shop, all I can see are couples that should be together if only I could give them a nudge in the right direction. This sucks. Why do I have to work when I have such an important higher calling? No, bad Katami, I have to study. I look down at my open spellbook, which sits on the counter. Mr. West told me I could study here until someone came to the register, and memorizing ingredients shouldn't be too hard. Right?
Well...
Let's see, pumpkin root mixed with cherry eye? What's that? Oh wait, it says wall eye. Who decided that learning potions meant reading anyway? All you do is dump a bunch of junk in a pot and you should be able to wing it. What's the point of studying? They're both the same, aren't they? How am I supposed to pick? I lift my head and watch Camilla flip between the shelves. When she spies the customer, there's a smile curling up her face and a glint of something in her eyes. She beelines towards him and gently places a hand on his back.
My dear.
Oh dear, it's just packaged fingers.
You know?
Don't make the decision any harder than it has to be. They're both fine products. You'll notice the one on the left is dried while the right is fresh.
I'm sure.
Still, I'm sure your capable mages such as yourself will use both to its fullest potential. Oh, alright, I'll take both. I knew there was something special when I first saw you, darling. Her hand slithers up the customer's back, then drapes around his shoulder. Camilla pulls in closer to him, and a dark blush creeps up his neck as she does.
But, you know.
Don't want to put your ingredients in just any old cauldron, do you?
Am I wrong?
You recently started carrying magical implements, and a miracle worker of your caliber deserves the best of the best. Or am I wrong? Oh, alright, you have a point. You see, I'm making a... This continues for at least a good half an hour. I'm absolutely mesmerized as I watch Camilla direct him around the shop, whispering sweet suggestions in his ears. Eventually, I can't see the customer's face behind the pile of goods in his arms. And as expected, it takes forever to ring everything up when they finally arrive at the counter.
Thanks for your purchase.
Right? Fantastic saleswoman. Thank you so much for your purchase, doll. Don't be a stranger, you hear? Of course not, Miss Camilla. I'll be back next week. No, tomorrow. I'll never go anywhere else. I know you had remarkable taste. Thanks again. After the man pays, I watch, mouth hanging open as he stumbles off with half the store in tow. There's a sudden gentle pressure on the bottom of my jaw as Camilla closes it with her finger.
My dear.
Oh, little witch, don't tell me you've fallen for me too. No way, but I think anyone who isn't as powerful as I am would have been falling over themselves by now. You are amazing. But that wasn't all just you, was it? For someone who rarely studies, you've got keen intuition.
You're right.
You're absolutely right. Indeed, he likes me just fine, but I may have given him a teensy nudge.
Right.
A magical nudge, right?
Correct. You know?
To elaborate for you, my struggling employee, we vampires have a natural ability to enthrall and hypnotize mortals or the lesser undead at our leisure. A spell you may refer to as enthrall.
Now,
If there's so much of a seed of potential for that feeling to flourish, we can... Smiling, she mimes the bloom of a flower with both hands.
now,
Help it sprout, so to speak.
like,
So, you're saying you can instantly make anyone like you? The endless possibilities soon rack my brain. Imagine what a distinguished matchmaker, that's me, could do with a spell like...
not quite.
Not quite, love.
Now,
We can't do anything at all against those with indomitable wills, such as yourself, nor can we replace genuine feelings of friendship, or love, either for that matter.
and
But
so,
enthrall makes friendship easy to imitate, so I try to be a little nice about it. It makes the job and other things much easier after all.
wow.
I see. No wonder Mr. West has been singing you praises. Has he now?
I suppose.
I suppose I am his best saleswoman, but I just work here for fun, not like you, my dear. Yes, it's super hard, Camilla. I wish I was even half as beautiful and talented as you. She straightens up, places a hand against her cheek, and turns away to hide her cape's collar. Camilla's good at dishing out compliments, but she really can't take them, huh? Cute.
Oh my.
I suppose you do have a little potential. Tell you what, you've been poring over those books for hours, so I'll give you a real lesson as a reward for your flattery.
All right.
I'm at your disposal, my lady. I take an exaggerated bow and grin up at her. She immediately clasps both hands together.
My dear.
Oh, you're so cute that I could just eat you up. Just don't think I'll go lazy on you because of that.
Listen carefully.
Alright, listen carefully. I'll teach you how to cast Enthrall. We get to work. Camilla points out a page in my book with a potion of enthrallment, then steers me around the store where I can collect the ingredients myself. I think I learn better by doing things. It's easier to remember what everything is in when I'm physically holding it all as well as being coached by someone else. Brewing takes a while, so Camilla moves around helping other customers. Still, she manages to check in on me now and then. At one point, she sees my progress and even nods in satisfaction.
Well,
And that's everything. Now drink it all up, dear. That's the only way it'll work. I wrinkle my nose at the smell, like 2 or 3 perfumes that I should never mix, but still pour the potion down my throat.
enthralled. How do you feel?
Kinda tingly?
Wonderful. Now,
That at least sounds correct. For another being. Now wait until someone comes in to... Don't worry, I already have someone in mind. A mischievous grin slides across my lips as I call upstairs to Mr. West. Oh no.
come on.
Hey, Mr. West! My voice echoes throughout the shop, but it's still nothing like the one that booms back at me. What?
Yes.
I need a raise! Huh? No way, newbie. You just started here. Get back to work. I blink in confusion, then exasperated, I turn back to Camilla. What? Why didn't it work? My poor sweet student.
Practice.
It's your very first time enthralling. It takes significant practice to make it work on someone like grumpy old Mr. West. You would need to be almost as excellent as moi.
Duh.
Aww.
Don't you worry.
But don't worry your pretty little head one bit, my dear. Camilla gives a few short pats on top of my head.
You know?
The lovely Camilla will teach you all sorts of things, and you'll be rolling in the dough in no time at all. How does that sound?
Wow.
Great, you really are the best, Camilla.
Oh my.
I I think I'm going to enjoy watching your progress.
My dear.
Let's continue to work hard. We can't have you failing those exams, no? Okay. We still got some, we can learn some more spells here. What do we learn? Yeah. Learn this one now.
Huh?
Yes? Do you ever get the uncanny feeling that you've forgotten something?
Like...
Because I'm getting that real bad now, like super duper bad.
Really?
I don't think we missed anything on the shopping list, and you didn't forget your wallet today.
Right.
What could it be? Oh well, it might be nothing. Maybe I just forgot the brew I learned earlier.
Help me.
Here, can you hold these for me? I have to unlock the door.
Of course.
I hand Damien the bags in one of my hands as I fiddle around for the keys.
Crab apples.
Uh,
Um,
did you maybe find something you forgot? I
Well...
think I left my keys on the table.
uh,
Cyril's going to roast the stuffing out of me if I call him to face through the door again.
oh,
You don't need to call anyone.
please.
Allow me. Damien sets the bags down for a moment and pulls gently at the string on their wrist.
Huh?
Your hands! The action causes their hands to fall right off, and Damien chants something under his breath. Their fingers curl before jumping up and scuttling towards the vent. What? The hands manage to squirm into the house through the vent cover while Damien closes their eyes to focus. We wait for a few minutes, but eventually...
Okay.
I think I got it. The door swings open.
Wow!
Damien, what kind of magic's that? It's super handy. Heh.
It's nothing.
Just a basic animation style that my maker taught me a long time ago.
But
It kind of scares people, as you could guess, so I try not to use it very often.
I'm sure.
It'd be a great Halloween trick, that's for sure.
Oh!
Oh, or if you wanted to use it for comedic effect for those give me a hand kind of jokes. They practically know how to write themselves. With a big smile, I wink and hold up my palms, fingers spread while shaking them enthusiastically.
yes,
Yeah,
I could.
but if
teach
you're
you.
interested, I could probably teach you how to do it.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
But...
I'd rather keep my hands where they are for, personal reasons. You know how that is.
No,
I don't mean like that.
of course not.
Goodness, I would never want to hurt
My
you.
maker.
My maker couldn't do it the same way I can either, so he crafted a living variation of the spell called Scuttle.
Although.
It works exactly like the one I used, though.
Oh!
You mean I could just summon a disembodied hand out of nowhere? Wouldn't someone want that back?
Not quite.
It's more like an illusionary copy, but it's hard to explain in words.
Right!
I got it! In that case, teach away, Professor Damien. I'm ready to learn.
Okay.
Watch closely, please. I'll try to teach you how to cast Scuttle. That one wasn't that bad.
All right.
Repeat after me. Damien starts the spell, and their fingers curl again before hopping out onto the floor. I repeat after them.
Scuttle!
I hold out my hands and poof! I'm hand in hand with myself.
Good work.
Yes!
Good. Be free, my five-fingered friend. I launch my clone hand like I'm sending it into battle, and it scuttles along after Damien's hand.
Damien!
Let's shake hands!
All right.
We shake, but the moment my hand lets go of theirs, my new companion crumbles into a small pile of dust on the floor and disappears.
No way.
Did I mess something up? They went too soon from this world. I crouched down over where the apparition had just been in dramatic mourning of my sudden loss.
No.
You did a wonderful job,
But
but because it's just a copy, the illusion hand can't last very long in the real world.
that's
Without a host for the spell to grab onto, it lasts about 30 seconds tops.
Hmm.
30 seconds. I giddily spring to my feet. I know, I want to clone my head next.
Don't do it.
No, you absolutely don't.
Why?
Why not? Think of the possibilities. Just
Please
please
don't.
trust me on this. Never ever try to create a copy of your own head.
Alright!
Okay, but what about
No.
your... No.
Duh.
Oh, you're no fun sometimes.
After all,
And you missed out on the possibility of an entire witches brigade made up of the best matchmaker in Dinmore High. Damien watches me fold my arms and pout, signaling my yield to their firm request. They let out a sigh of relief and smile softly at me.
I think that's
For the sake of
best.
humanity, I think that's for the best. Basically no customers. I lounged near the cash register flipping through a magazine. That's when I got interrupted by someone clearing their throat. Glancing up, I saw Damon, who looked extremely uncomfortable. After my usual dance around them and shying away, they finally confessed to having lost an ear that they were now looking to replace. Using Scent Track, I was able to locate a fitting one in a flash, rewarding me with one of Damien's rare smiles and a pat on the back from Mr. West. the end of the day, I even got more tips than usual. Sweet, so we got 15 instead of 10. Okay. We still have some potions, so I do want to try to do those, because I think that's what we're supposed to do, right? It's just, like, do these. Yeah. So, pretty much just learn spells. Philosophize. Grants you superior intellect and empathy, allowing you to reason with corpses. That sounds interesting.
Damien!
It's time to teach me the best pupil in Dimmermere some magic. I strike a pose, expecting them to come and meet me. I wait, but I get no such greeting. Then, rounding the corner of our doorway, I find my roommate staring at a skull. Damon?
Hello?
Earth Damon!
Hmm.
As I get closer, I notice a couple of papers spread out in front of them on the table, and they're of school's spookiest subject, mathematics. Damon must be so focused thinking of an answer, that's why they didn't greet me. I guess even someone as serious as them can be a bit spacey sometimes. 8 by 12 and 12 by 8 are the measurements we think are pretty great. What?
Thank you.
Oh yes, thank you, that makes a lot more sense.
Huh?
Did that bonehead just talk?
Huh?
When did you get home? 5 minutes ago? I did the pose and everything.
Well...
More importantly, did that skull just talk?
Yes.
It did.
A long time
In his
ago.
time, my maker endowed me with the magic to commune with the dead.
Oh!
That's it? I do that all the time.
Hmm.
Though the dead guy I commune with never does my homework for me. These spirits are a little more otherworldly than Zero.
What?
But their insight has been wonderful to have for more complex homework questions. Just as Damon finished, I clasp my hands together and hold them to my chest with pleading eyes.
Can you teach me?
Please? I sure could use some help on my worksheets too.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
It's simple.
Fairly simple process. You just have to coat the mouth of the skull with frankincense.
That's all.
Then you need to charge it with magical power using the spell Philosophize. I don't have any frankincense. I'll have to run to the store. Maybe I can convince Camilla to give me a discount. I am mid-hovering to dash out of place and down the street faster than a tumbling jack-o'-lantern, but Damien stops me.
No.
No, don't.
Please.
You can borrow some of mine if you want, to give it a try, that is.
I'll work hard.
Thank you so much. I'll do my best. For the best friend I know. They blush and avert their eyes a little.
Well...
Yes, well, watch closely, please, Katami. I'll try to teach you how to cast Philosophize. Brushing a skull's teeth with herbs is kinda weird, but at least it's easy. Under Damien's instruction, I make the preparations fairly quickly.
All right!
Great, I think I got it.
Philosophize. Yes!
Hey, Skull, buddy. I have a potion assignment due tomorrow. Tell me if I should use bat meal or gourd spice as the base for this elixir of wheezing. Regarding your inquiry about your potion of cough,
Oh!
it's working! Look it up yourself and sod right off.
Hey!
You don't have to. Do you have a bone to pick with me? We, the spirits, do not live to serve. Disturbing our rest we do not deserve. If you want to pass your test, then study yourself and don't be a pest. That guy sure was rude for someone without a leg to stand on. Just because you've been alone for centuries doesn't mean you can. Don't take it personally. Most spirits are surly in the best of times. Isn't the spell supposed to make them, you know, cooperative?
No.
This method only allows you to commune with the dead, not command them. Although the soul did have a point, you can't exactly take study aids into your final exams.
Guess not.
But it was worth a shot.
Oh.
Thanks for nothing, you bonehead. To you, which we do say goodbye. I know who you are, but what am I? Why you? I think that's enough for this lesson. They gently grab my shoulder and hold me back and look up at me with great kindness and concern in their eyes.
Please.
Go take a break, Katami. I'll lay our friend here back to rest. Okay, thank you, Damien. After my break, I spend the remainder of my day cramming more for the Halloween exams. And occasionally I find a light snack placed on my desk for me that never fails to make me smile.
Dun, ding, dun.
I swoop around the corner just to catch Damien sitting near the stairs. What are they up to today?
Phew.
Almost finished.
Just one more.
After this, around the knee.
Damien!
Hiya!
Ah,
I open my palms like a baseball catcher, half expecting one of their eyes to pop out in surprise. Thankfully, everything stays put this time.
please
Katami,
don't.
please don't sneak up on me like that. Sorry. I didn't know you were so focused.
But...
What were you doing? I thought I heard a whoop. 2 minutes down, I zip out my arms in a long, exaggerated stance.
Oh,
That was... Damon moves aside to reveal a disembodied human leg. A needle and thread is moving on its own to stitch up the cut just below the... Wait, hold on. Moving on its own?
Wow!
Have you never told me you could do magic?
oh. It's
It's
nothing special.
Just an enchantment that my maker taught me. It's nothing special.
Well...
Still, it's more than I can do.
It's a magic spell.
Really, it's nothing special. Just a stitch spell.
I could teach you.
To do it too. I mean, if you want, that is.
Thank you!
Really? Yes. Thank you, Damien. But if this was... but if this was from someone who was caught causing you problems, you know you could talk to me, right?
Huh?
Problems? I gesture at the detached leg, which is obviously not in that great of shape. If someone did this to you, they'll definitely be hearing from me.
It's not like
No, it's not like that at all. Some of my parts I get from Mr. West at the human shop are just a bit,
You see.
bargain quality, you see? Damien fidgets, trying to find a way to convey their meaning without saying a single bad word about Mr. West.
Oh, you mean...
So you mean they're all a bit as worn and banged up as this guy?
Yes.
In a manner of speaking, yes. Naturally sourced can, imply a lot of things.
Anyway.
Just, watch this. Damien recollects the needle from the leg and threads it. They remove a small pink vial from the rib cage and dip the end of the thread in the liquid, murmuring the incantation. Huh? I think I've heard of this somewhere. Perhaps in class, once, before I fell asleep. Almost instantly, the needle leaps from Damon's fingertips and begins working on stitching shut a cut above his knee.
Wow!
Damien, that's amazing!
Let me try...
Sure.
I bought some hands that need some stitching.
Hmm.
There's an extra vial of Ichlor in the bag too. You can... I swoop over to said bag. Try on those. I'm glad you're so enthusiastic.
After all...
Why wouldn't I be? You're an awesome teacher. They look a bit flustered by my last remark.
Watch closely, please.
Please try and I'll try to teach you how to cast Stitch.
Stitch!
So I just hold it like this, and stitch. Following Damon's example, I make the wound begin to stitch itself back up.
Damien!
I'm doing it! It's working perfectly! The fingers suddenly start moving and the hand springs up at me.
Be careful.
Without a word, Damien, my sweet shy little Damien, charges forward like my valiant knight. I smack down the nasty palm as if it were an insect with a rolled up newspaper from the table nearby, and the hand collapses.
Are you alright?
You have to be careful with the intonation of animation spells, or you may end up, raising something. Noted.
But...
Sorry, I'll be super extra careful from now on, but... I jump up at Damien and pull him into a hug.
Wow!
That was really cool, Damien, the way you went flying in with your magic newspaper.
Thank you!
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome.
But that wasn't much, really. My maker, he'd just do that whenever my spells got out of control. So, what's wrong?
It's nothing.
But I think that concludes our lesson for the day. I think it concluded when the hand died back there. Damien tenses up at the word died. I'm kind of curious, but my people skills tell me they aren't ready to talk about it, so I bite my tongue and push back my usual nightshade ways for them.
Anyway...
Thank you for the lesson, Damien. Damien doesn't seem to hear me, likely lost in thought, so in an effort to give my dear friend some space, I see myself out. Maybe another time then. Okay, so we're on the 26th now. I could probably learn whale or the scent of blood. Break glass or deafen anything in range. Detect anything living with blood nearby. Also works for recent bloodshed. Guess we could try this one.
5, 6...
I look around the empty shop. It's only minutes to dawn, and without a customer in sight, we might be able to go home soon. I too am trying to be out of sight. Since there hasn't been anyone here for hours, Camilla and I have been trying to entertain ourselves.
7, 8...
As quietly as I can, I shove myself into one of the empty barrels in the display window, careful to replace the lid over my head.
9, 10!
Oh, so they're doing hide and seek. Oh my gosh.
Come on!
Come out, my dear. You can't possibly hope to hide from me. I press both hands over my mouth to silence the giggles that are bubbling in my chest. I am a master of hide and seek, the sneaky, the unseen Katami Nightshade. There's no way she'll be able to find me now. After all, who would think to look in... The lid pops off my head within seconds. I look up to see Camilla grinning down at me, a smug look on her face.
Here you go.
There you are! That makes what, 45 wins for me, and for you, paltry 0? Okay. Have fun with your dinner.
Crab apples.
How? Just... how?
Are you curious?
Little witch? She offers a hand to help me up. Her voice sing-song and teasing. I nod, brushing the dust from my clothes. Vampires can sense the warmth of blood nearby, particularly if you've sampled it before. Mortals call it the spell, the scent of blood.
What?
You've been cheating? You've been cheating all these games then?
No!
Not cheating. I just have a natural advantage. Camilla gives me an impish grin. She's definitely cheating. So what else is that kind of magic good for other than hide and seek?
Dear.
Why, all sorts of things, my dear.
Well,
It works on recent bloodshed for one. Even when a corpse has gone cold, I can still sense the approximate location and time of death through its residual warmth. I gape at her.
oh.
So you can find murderers and stuff? I actually helped Herbie out once in a sticky situation with my ability. Mr. West, that happened? Oh, you know, wrong place, wrong time.
And
The guards
so,
had him handcuffed and were even ready to take him to jail for a murder in the alley next door. She casually points to that side of the shop, almost as though discussing where she found a lost animal. I feel a chill run down my spine at the realization. I use that alley to get to work.
but, you know.
Herbie doesn't have a license to, attain stock in that manner, so a conviction would have been devastating. But as it turns out, it was a particularly nasty competitor trying to frame him.
Now,
The real culprit's blood was at the scene, so I was able to turn them in before Herbie was tried.
amazing!
That's amazing, Camilla. But how were you so sure it wasn't Mr. West?
Well,
You know how stingy Herbie is. There's no way he would risk his entire business just for a few parts. If I know anything at all about that man, it's how much he cares about his store. I slowly nod, amazed by both her magical talents and her ability to solve what could have been a devastating blow to Mr. West and his business.
wow!
Wow, that's wild.
Can you teach me?
Sounds like that skill could really come in handy. Do you think you could teach me how to do it too? I squat down and pleaded her for some good measure.
Please?
Please, please, please. I don't know. It wouldn't make hide and seek very fun anymore. Camilla rolls her head around her shoulders, disinterested in my cries, and I jump up with my arm outstretched at her and ready to object.
Well,
It's only fun for you because you're winning.
naturally.
Obviously.
Come on.
Oh, come on.
Well,
Will you teach me if I promise not to use it during hide and seek?
I...
Plus, next time anyone framed Mr. West, you could sit back and just order me around to investigate. How does that sound?
Oh.
Ooh, good point, love. If you agree to be as prudent as well, I may be generous enough to show you. I don't want to have to drag you out of trouble too, after all. I promise.
Oh.
Alright, I'll teach you how to cast Scent of Blood. Welcome back! Hopefully you got something good to eat. Okay, Carmilla spends the rest of our shift showing me how to track blood through scent alone. It was time to give the old Dimamir a try.
Scent of blood.
One good whiff and it causes my face to scrunch up and my tongue to roll out of my mouth in disgust. Yuck. I suppose that means it's working.
Don't you worry.
Worry not, you'll get used to it with practice, darling. Ooh, mac and cheese, sounds yummy. So she says, but by the end of the night I feel like it'll never leave my nose. However, it just might come in handy someday. Just, hopefully not too soon. I think that I had better tighten it. Again, I find Damien by the stairs with a needle and thread. I'm getting hit by an odd sense of deja vu. More repairs, Damien? Ah! I get into position. Well, nothing falls apart this time either. They've gotten pretty good at securing themselves these days.
Welcome home.
Please don't, sneak up on me like that. Hey, I wasn't even being sneaky this time. But I haven't seen this much surgery since that Dullahan guy's head fell off. Do you have a hot date coming up or something? I lean in close with a huge grin on my face.
Of course not.
It's just that the machine has been wearing out lately, and I want it to be repaired. Machine? What machine?
Well,
They're quiet for a long moment after that. I can't really tell what they're thinking, but before I can decide if it's something I should pry from them to talk about or not, Damien speaks up again.
um,
Katami, can I ask you something weird?
Like...
Like, personal weird or weird weird? Because the answer is yes, either way.
let's say,
Well, let's say you had a boat.
um,
Do you think that after you replaced every part of the boat, it would still be the same one? Oh, so he's having trouble. Okay, yeah, so there's probably one part of him that's still original. Yeah, so he's wondering if he would still be the same even though... I'm not gonna say no way because I don't want to break his heart. I'm gonna say of course it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's still my boat.
right.
It didn't stop being mine just because I put a cuter sail on it or whatever.
really?
Even if there's nothing about it that's the same as when you first got it.
Yes.
No doubt about it. I suppose I see your point.
Well...
That's a pretty out there though. Why do you ask?
Well,
Have you ever heard of the Ship of Thesis?
Um...
Nope. What is it? It's an old philosophy question.
let's
Say a great hero went out on a long journey by boat.
so...
Over the course of the expedition, the boat became wore and needed to be repaired many, many times.
Oh!
And if you replaced every part of it, is it still the same ship when it comes home?
Exactly.
Which is why I asked. Their words trail off and they purse their lips.
It's nothing.
It's just been on my mind lately, that's all.
Damien.
Do you possibly feel like the ship in the story?
Huh. Maybe.
Maybe a little bit.
You see?
I've lived many centuries, you know.
Well...
And the human body isn't meant to last that long, so I've had to replace my parts many times, likely more times than that boat ever was.
So...
I'm not sure if this me that exists today is really... me?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm not making any sense, am I?
Huh.
I knew it. I was foolish. I'm sorry.
No, no, no!
It's not that. Not at all. I slap both hands against my head and look at Damien. Considerate, sweet, gentle Damien. They make my heart want to lurch out and hold them forever in my witchy embrace.
Damien!
It's just, you're not an object, Damien. You're a person.
Like...
From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, just like me.
Right.
I mean, I'd still be Kentami even if I changed my outfit, cut my hair, or lost my arms and legs, right? That's a pretty drastic leap, but yes? Of course.
Yeah.
That means you're still you too.
Well...
No matter how many fingers and toes you have, or lungs, or whatever else there is.
Yes!
For as long as you exist, you're still you. And the Damien I know is the best housemate in the whole wide world. You're exaggerating.
No, no, no!
Not even a little bit! I know a lot of people, but I could not even imagine my life without you in it. Their face flushes with a pink that even outdoes the shade of their hair, and I blush a little in response, scratching the back of my neck sheepishly.
Damien!
You have the kindest heart out of everyone I know. The pink of their face fades as quickly as it came.
That's right.
I see. Thank you. Huh? They look so bright for a moment there, but now it's like everything just collapsed on itself without any warning whatsoever. My chest tightens. What'd I say?
It's
Oh.
nothing.
It's nothing. I was just thinking.
I
need to finish these repairs within the next hour since the spell might wear off.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for taking up your time. Please, don't mind me. If you say so, I suppose. Damien goes back to work without saying another word, and I know I messed up somehow, but I don't know how, and it's eating me alive. I desperately want to press my Franken friend for some answers. Then again, my matchmaker senses tell me they just want to be alone right now. Maybe I should give them a minute.
Damien.
Sorry, Damien, for everything. Okay, let's do this one now.
Zero!
I've been thinking!
Well done.
Splendid. Will it be something you intend to do on a regular basis?
Right.
You've been around Halloween Town for ages, haven't you?
Yes.
You could say that.
Well...
Remember when we first met that night a century ago? I was a snotty little kid.
Why?
Why the past tense, Katami? And when I suddenly saw you glaring and hovering right in front of me, I burst into tears.
I...
Wasn't glaring, and I clearly remember I apologized repeatedly.
Right.
Yes, Zero is the master of sass. You did. I stopped crying because it looked like I was scaring you even more than you were scaring me.
I admit it.
Not the most glorious highlight of my career as a poltergeist, I will admit. A snicker escapes my lips.
Well...
Pretty glorious to look back on now, though.
Anyway,
You probably know all kinds of things about Halloween Town. Probably.
like...
Such as the generations of students who attended Dimmerware High. A
Yes.
school of long and distinguished history.
And then...
And the graduation exams they had to take every Halloween?
I see.
Yes, I see what you're after now.
Can you teach me?
Teach me, Zero. Teach me a spell that will help me pass all the Halloween exams. Fortunately, no such spell exists.
That's how it is.
Estella does a great job at changing the nature and layout of the exams year by year, and the obstacles she sets are unpredictable, even to me.
No way.
Alas, alack, oh woe is me.
But.
However,
Mm-hmm.
one test I noticed she is particularly fond of is to devise a monster that will try to obstruct the student. How scary. What's the monster's weakness? It's difficult to say.
Mm-hmm.
On some years, the monster she used was weak to fire, on others weak to ice.
Maybe.
Some could only be overcome by magic, others had to be stopped with physical objects. How depressingly unpredictable. In a great show of exasperation, I throw my hands up into the air and knock back my head.
No way.
There's no shortcut to passing, huh?
Actually.
But come to think of it, none of them are invulnerable to noise. I perk back up. Noise?
Yes.
I can teach you Wail, a spell that will let you emit a screech so loud it deafens and stuns anything within hearing range.
Mm-hmm.
It also temporarily blocks your ears so you won't become a part of the affected party. Hellhounds, imps, harpies, even dragons. Hit any of them with Wail at full blast and they'd need a minute or 10 to regain their senses.
Maybe.
It could buy you the breathing room you need to get away.
Right.
That sounds useful. Wait, did you say dragons?
Don't worry.
Oh, don't worry about that. The school made her stop using them on students after too many concerned parents complained.
Pay attention.
Anyway, compare yourself, Katami. I'm going to teach you how to cast Wail. Dragons. Ready?
Wait.
1 second. Your neighbors
Yes.
have been warned and are out at walking their hellhounds.
Mm-hmm.
Damon
Yeah.
has taken off their ears. Okay, good. Zero stops his ears with his fingers and scrunches his face.
All right.
Now. Ick! Judging by the expression of excruciating pain on Zero's face, Wail is even more powerful than I ever imagined.
Stop.
Enough, stop. I was just starting to have fun.
Stop it.
Any louder and you'll cause nearby windows and mirrors to shatter.
Think
Not to mention
about
all those
it.
vials of potions you have stocked up. Wouldn't want to repurchase all of those for the exams, now would you?
No.
Was I really that loud?
Yes.
You were. Be sure to use Wail carefully and sparingly. Zero folds his arms, looking quite pleased with himself.
Huh.
I'd love to see the look on Estella's face when she finds out her precious monsters can all be beaten by someone screaming very, very loudly. You know, Zero, I'm surprised you're on first name basis with Miss Magwitch. She's so forbidding and severe to everyone.
Because.
That's because you haven't known her since the first day she arrived at Halloween Town, lost and penniless and running away from a broken heart. Miss Wagwish? Broken heart? How, who, why, and when?
Don't.
I'm not going to gossip with you about your superiors. Practice your spell a couple more times when nobody is nearby, obviously.
And then.
And when the day of reckoning comes, wail and watch Miss Magwish monsters flee in terror.
Yeah.
Yeah! Mr. West told me to go to the storage room and get a rather specific item for a customer. He gave me very clear instructions on how to navigate the expansive catacomb-like area, but how was I supposed to remember all that? When I found the item I was supposed to get, I caught a glimpse of a pretty dagger just a few shelves over and quickly went to inspect— oh no. And as expected, I found myself utterly lost afterwards. Not knowing how to get back to the stairs, I cast Wail to make noise and waited for Mr. West. When he finally came, he was surprised to see the dagger, which he thought was lost. Thankfully, the joy quickly quenched his anger. In fact, he even gave me a small bonus for finding it.
Zero.
You know, Zero.
Yes.
Yes, Katami.
Well...
I've been thinking, I know very little about you, don't I?
That's right.
You know very little about everything, Katami. That's why you're such an imminent danger of flunking your exams and getting expelled from Dimmermere High.
Speaking of which.
How far did you progress with tonight's study plans? You've been by my side the whole time. You probably only answered the question better than I do.
Oh, yeah.
Do I? In which case, I must warn you that unless you start studying seriously and stop wasting time asking inane questions.
Right.
That's just it! I fold my arms across my chest in the most exasperated expression I can muster. Zero wasn't escaping this time.
Huh?
Like...
Whenever I bring up the topic of your past, you try to deflect it and change the subject.
Do I?
Do I now?
Yes!
You do, Zero. You're my oldest friend, and I want to know more about you. But if you don't wish to tell me anything, all you have to do is say so, and I'll stop because I respect your privacy. It isn't a matter of privacy. He lets out a defeated sigh.
Actually.
The reason I don't talk about my past is hardly that glamorous. I simply haven't had much of a past to talk about. But you've been a poltergeist for quite a long time, haven't you?
Yes.
For much, much too long.
My earliest memories.
Were of haunting the north part of the grave in... The name escapes me.
It was...
A quaint little English village.
I remember.
The vane on the church steeple, a gleam in midday, and the low sad chimes of the church bell telling the hour of those whom time no longer meant anything. His eyes are hazy like the night sky as he reminisces about the distant memories of his past.
Oh!
It sounds so peaceful there. He whips his head up towards me, my comment having broken him from his trance.
No.
Peaceful. It was so unbearably boring that it drove me out of my mind.
Eventually.
One fine night, I decided I couldn't stand it any longer, and I left. I went here and there, haunting whatever took my fancy. Lonely windswept roads, crumbling, disused castles, the dark quaking tarns. Were you fond of those days?
Not a bit. In the past.
I was light and free and at a loss, so to speak. I drifted aimlessly wherever the wind blew. One evening, I wound up here, in Halloween Town.
Actually.
I hadn't planned to stay longer than I did anywhere else, but for one reason or another, I was never able to get around to leaving. Eventually, I just got used to the idea of living here. Is there anything you miss, but living here is great, isn't it? We'll do miss. Is there anything you miss from when you were... from where you came from?
I've forgotten.
If there is, I've forgotten. I know I once missed my family and friends in the slow, bitter nights when I was alone. Now I can't remember their names or their faces or what their laughter sounded like. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry.
A lot of water has flown under those bridges, and it's a good thing that I gaze into Zero's eyes, which have become low and smoldering like embers about to die. Instinctively, I reach out and touch him, but check myself at the last moment. Zero observes this with a sad smile. What does that mean?
What?
What does what mean?
Well...
That the thing holding you is losing its grip. What does that mean?
That means...
It means my memory is weakening in my old age, which is pardonable, since I have been in Halloween Town long before you were ever born. But you, my dear Katami, are young, and unless your memory starts improving dramatically and with great haste, you will fail your Halloween exams and get expelled from school. Fine, be that way. I turn to my books in a huff, just as I'm about to lift my pen. Zero speaks up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katami. Huh? What for?
Never mind.
Nothing. Never mind. We spend the rest of the night in companionable silence. So we got 5 days till Halloween. That's our little time frame there. Hopefully I can get all of these. Oh, okay. We're doing pretty good. Okay, can I do any more of these? Okay, so I do have some money, so I am going to buy some more potions. Hello there! How may I assist you today? Okay. Crap. Hold on. Let me come again. What am I doing? Make potions. Nope. I want this one. So we need 2 red, 1 yellow. We have 2 blue, we need 1 purple, and then 2 purple and 1 red. Okay, so we just need to make a little bit of everything. Okay. Okay. We'll buy a yellow. purchase. I think I already get a blue. That's okay. We'll buy a pink. And I think I need a red. Okay. Okay, and then so what do we need? I don't want to make all yellow. Yeah, so he's gonna double our potions output, so I do like clicking him. Did need pink. I don't even know, because this is red. I don't even know how to get pink. Hold on. Let me... more red. Oh, we have enough to do hover. We'll do that one.
0!
Look at the geese!
Hmm.
Off they go for winter vacation. Above us, a flock of wild geese are winging southward. The pattern of their flight moves light and graceful against the deepening twilight. Hello, Jackson. Did you want to hang out with Mama? He's my big boy. Yeah, he wanted to hang out with Mama. You know, I sometimes wonder what it would be like to be a bird flying south, crossing roaring dark seas and never-ending desert ruins.
Yes.
The ruins of forgotten cities and new towns bursting to life. And through orchards and caravan trails and little sparkling, I think it's supposed to be oases, and over the high lonely vallées in bloom. Zero and I are silent for a moment as we contemplate how wonderful the bird's annual pilgrimage must be.
Unfortunately.
Sadly, I do not know any spell that lets you turn into a wild goose, but
Well.
do you want to know how it feels to be airborne?
Can you teach me?
You can teach me a spell to fly? Really?
No.
Almost. I can teach you a spell that allows you to hover. You won't grow wings or dance in the sky or feel the shouting wind whip against your face. But hover will let you slip the surly bonds of the earth for a time.
0!
Teach me to hover!
Alright.
Alright. Prepare yourself, Katami. I'm going to teach you how to cast hover.
Hover!
Some dull and heavy force, which I hadn't realized was dragging me down all this time, begins to fray. My shoulders feel light, as though I had slipped off a bag full of stones.
0!
My feet, there!
Yes.
No longer touching the ground. Yes, we have liftoff. I'm...
Don't worry.
You'll find it difficult to keep upright in the air on your first attempt. Don't worry, it's perfectly natural.
0!
I'm flying! I'm flying! I fling my arms out wide as it would if there were wings, and dry autumn breeze caressing my face, my hair, and my skin.
Right!
Geese! All you silly geese, watch this! I dart at the small clutch of wild geese circling above, watching me in half askance and half curiosity. As I inch closer, they erupt in a cacophony of indignant cries and dart off in every direction, leaving me gasping with laughter. I can fly! I can fly! 0, let's fly south too!
Unfortunately.
Only we could. Huh? What's happening? My arms feel heavy.
Don't.
You've done extraordinarily well for someone who's cast hover for the first time. Don't push your luck, Katami. It isn't safe to try to climb any higher.
Why?
Why not? I'm going to keep flying.
Well.
Time for you to come down to Earth before Earth drags you down and makes you flatter than a pancake. Flatter than a pancake?
That's how it
That's
is.
what happens when you run out of magic and gravity takes its revenge.
Pay attention.
This is hover, not insubstantiate. You still have a physical form, after all. Reluctantly, I give in to the pulling forces that seem intent on bringing me back down from the air.
You know.
Those who just learned hover usually cannot keep airborne higher than a few inches and longer than a few seconds.
But.
With more practice, you can learn to go higher and longer, but you will have a limit, as do I. Even you? My feet once again brush the ground. I find myself double over and panting as though I just run a marathon.
Of course.
At your altitude just now, we poltergeists can use hover pretty much indefinitely, but even we have a limit to how high we can reach before our magic fails us. When we cast hover, we use supernatural magic to surpass the limitations placed on us by nature for a minute, an hour, a day, but their flight, Katami. We turn to watch the last little specks of the flock of wild geese disappearing from view onto the horizon.
Yes.
is a magic all its own.
0!
0, I figured something out.
How?
How to pass your Halloween exams. No, how to hug you. To hug me?
Yes!
Yep,
I'm sorry.
I don't follow.
Well...
I can't hug you, and whenever I try to, I end up messing up your essence, right?
That's right.
Right, Katami, very annoyingly too. Because I'm made of flesh and blood, while you're a spirit of ether and magic.
Mm-hmm.
Taking you that long to figure out, huh? Almost 180 years. But listen to this.
Well,
Ears for better or for worse. What if I turn into a spirit of ether and magic too?
good
Yes.
heavens.
The Halloween exams are difficult, but they're not lethal. You won't be facing any obstacles that could actually kill you, you know? I don't mean that.
I see.
Then you've lost me.
Can you teach me?
I mean, teach me a spell I can cast to transform the best matchmaker in Dimmermere, me, into a poltergeist like you.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually not a terrible idea, come to think of it.
All right.
Could be pretty useful for you for the exams.
Yes!
Then there is a spell that'll let me transform into a spooky spirit version of myself? My choice of words make him roll his eyes before continuing with his explanation. Almost. Insubstantiate will make you form ghost-like. Make your form ghost-like. You'll be able to walk through walls, turn invisible, and hover in midair, just like any poltergeist.
Right!
That sounds super cool. Teach me the spell, Zero.
Pay attention.
Alright, prepare yourself, Katami. I'm going to teach you how to cast Insubstantiate. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Substantiate!
Insubstantiate. Okay, that's what it was. I feel myself growing lighter, fainter, ghostlier? I can't find my balance. Whoa!
Careful!
Zero makes as if to lunge at me, but checks himself at the last moment.
So,
It's easy to lose your balance in ghost form because you no longer have a center of gravity. In fact, gravity doesn't even apply to you anymore. Hover, Katami, hover.
mhm.
This takes a little getting used to, but you'll get the hang of it. As did I.
0!
Hovering. Zero! Look, I'm hovering!
Huh?
You're a surprisingly quick learner. What do you mean, surprisingly?
Well...
Wait a second. I'm a poltergeist now, aren't I?
Yes.
For the moment, its substantiate gives you a spirit's basic form for a fixed span
Right.
of... That means I can hug you at last!
Unfortunately.
Without waiting for Zero to finish, I throw my arms around him gleefully. Whoa,
You can't.
No way!
what happened? It felt all cold and dizzy.
Now you know.
How I feel when you try to hug me.
Why?
Because
Poltergeists are incapable of touching each other as living beings are incapable of touching us.
that means
Touch requires physical contact, and we poltergeists have nothing physical to offer. Oh, I want to give him a hug now.
home now.
Don't look so crestfallen. Here, come with me. Zero starts drifting upward. His head touches the roof, then disappears right through.
0!
Come with me.
Drawing in a deep breath, I concentrate on floating upward.
Wow!
I'm floating!
Mm-hmm.
Steady, Katami. Almost. It's easier to pass through barriers for the first time if you close your eyes. Passing through the roof felt weird, like something went in and out of me that was there and not there at the same time. When I opened my eyes again, the starry night spreads endlessly above, illuminated by a brilliant crescent moon.
Amazing!
In the past,
I love to sit on rooftops and watch the night go by a long, long time ago. Now I can get on the rooftops much more easily, but floating is not sitting, and sometimes I...
0!
Do you miss?
What?
Miss what?
Well...
You know, having a physical body? Zero tenses up and turns to me scornfully.
Huh?
Huh? Do I miss stubbing my toe? Do I miss tripping over branches and falling flat on my face? Do I miss having to climb flight after flight of stairs to get to the roof only to find the door locked and the key hidden away, huh? Do you? Zero?
Mind your own business.
That was very, yeah. Apparently that happened to Zero. Okay, just gonna take a quick drink here. Yeah, I got a kitty buddy down here. I don't know if you guys can see him. He insists, yeah, that's you. He insists on being on my lap right now, so yeah, I'm giving him all the loves. Okay. Can we learn any other spells? I don't think so. So let's see, we need 2 red and 2 purple. Okay, let's make those. Aw, damn it, we can't use him for double. I was just gonna... Potion output for your 3rd choice. Ooh, okay, so we'll do purple there, and then we'll do red here. Yay! Okay. Lawrence drops the cape with a heavy thud, then wipes his hands against each other, feeling accomplished yet unaware of my presence. Hee hee.
I
think that's all the deliveries for today. Maybe now I can finally nap. Lori! Ugh. Lawrence turned stiffly to face me, his ears flattened against his hair.
Again.
Which, I told you 1,000 times, my name is—
I remember.
I know. Lawrence, right? I watch as his ears perk back up again. They look so soft and so fuzzy, so... But how do you expect me to call you by your name if you don't use mine? I guess you have a point. His ears twitch a little and droop as he looks away. Is that a pout hiding behind his mask?
Right.
That's it. I can't hold myself back any longer. I'm so sorry! Sorry for... Lawrence makes a noise somewhere between a whimper and a whine as I grab him in a headlock and ruffle his ears to my heart's content. I discover that if you scratch behind them, his foot starts tapping, but he grabs me by the shoulders and pulls me away before I can learn much more than that. Oh.
What are you doing?
What do you think you're doing?
I'm
Your
sorry.
ears are just so unbelievably cute. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
You have to.
You can't just go around touching people like that. At least ask first.
Oh, you mean...
So you would have said yes if I...
No.
My ears are a toy for foolish people to play with. My hearing is a lot more sensitive than yours. Every tap is an echo that reverberates in my head.
Oh!
Oh, I can't even imagine what that must be like. If I teach you, will you leave me be? Teach me.
Wow!
Oh gosh, you're gonna show me how to have super cute puppy ears?
No.
No, Pumpkinhead. I'll teach you what big ears, a spell to improve your hearing.
Duh.
Huh?
Well...
Oh well, I suppose that could be useful too.
Right.
They're better to hear you with, my dear. Am I right? I wink playfully at him and he thumps his palm against his forehead. You're so... Anyways, pay attention. This is how you cast What Big Ears.
What big ears!
I didn't think it was possible to improve your hearing through a few easy steps, but with a few simple gestures and the magic words, everything is a lot more in-focused. Otolaryngologists would hate us.
That should
I'm
do
assuming
it.
that's for ears. That should have worked. Tell me what you hear. I hear the beetles crawling around in the grass, the crows flapping their wings above us.
Good.
Anything else?
Well...
There are glasses clinking near the cafe down the hill from here, and...
How?
What? Something is growling really close by. It isn't you, is it?
No.
No, but I don't hear a thing. Lawrence watches the area around us carefully, alert and ready for action. He seems to be taking this seriously. I hear the growl again, and without a doubt, it's definitely coming from Lawrence.
Well...
Are you sure it isn't you?
Of course not.
Go back home. The lesson's over. But Lawrence,
Watch yourself.
it might be unsafe. A witch that can't use many spells won't be able to defend themselves. He folds his arms and nods affirmatively at his own deductions.
I'll do it.
I'll look into the weird noise by myself. Alright. Lawrence turns to leave. I hear the growling again as he dashes off into the woods. That's when I suddenly realize, that was his stomach, wasn't it? Hey Lawrence, wait, it's okay! Maybe I'll bring him along a box of treats or a dog bone next to— Aw, that's kind of mean. Next time. Okay, I don't think— can we learn anything else? So we got these tiers, now we gotta go here. So we need one yellow. Oh, we have enough for this one. Does that mean we won't have enough for this one? Nope, okay, so we just need to make one more for that one. So we'll do Crawl next from Camilla.
It's love, love, love.
I'm not gonna sing. I finished classes early today and I didn't have anything else to do except maybe study, so I thought I would head to work a little early. By the time I reached the shop, Camilla is already approaching the front door.
Carmilla!
Hey, Carmilla!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you showed up on time, little witch. That's a first. She bops me on the nose and smiles, fangs exposed.
Hey!
What? Hey, I'm always on time. My time? I suppose I can't exactly argue with that. But there is no point in us speaking out in the cold. Let me just... Son and air hadin.
Huh?
Huh? Was that German? I forgot the key at home. Cupping her hands around her mouth, Camilla calls up to the second-story window.
Herbie!
Darling, Katami and I have arrived. Let us in. We wait for a few seconds for a response, but nothing happens. Is he even here today?
No.
No, I guess not.
I suppose.
It's troublesome, but I suppose I have no choice. She sighs heavily and presses her fingertips against the brick wall. Then, with momentum, Carmela launches herself upwards. It's such a simple movement, but it's really efficient. If she wasn't touching the wall, I think she was flying. Within seconds, she's at the second-story window. Positioned against the windowsill, she taps against it and unlocks the window and heads in. After a few minutes, the front door swings open. Nothing I cannot handle with ease, although it's certainly been a while since I last exerted myself. I gaze in awe at Spider Camilla.
Wow!
How? I can't even. What was that?
Right.
You really grabbed the wall and then zoom! I gesture wildly, motioning my hands like a rocket ship taking off. Camilla chuckles. That old trick? I'm rather fond of it. I learned it a while back in the 14th century? Or perhaps it was the 15th. Camilla presses a finger to her lips in thought and quickly waves the issue away.
At any rate.
Nevertheless, it is quite easy. You simply channel your magic through your fingertips and use crawl. In fact, we may be so inclined to show you how.
Please?
Really? Please, Spider Camilla. Only as one as talented as you could teach me this spell. I look at her with a big, round, begging eyes and a pout for good measure.
Oh, all right.
Oh, all right, my sweet. I'll teach you how to cast crawl. She takes my fingers in her dainty hands, positioning them against the wall. Camilla then instructs me in the method of, blasting off? Or at least she tries to.
Crawl. Wonderful.
Great, now go! I'm not sure if I can, Camilla. My fingers, they're kind of sort of stuck to the wall.
Come on.
Hang in there!
Well,
Well, it's more of like I'm hanging here,
don't
but
you worry.
you're not going to let a little cleanliness stand in your way, are you?
Now,
Don't get discouraged. It's only your first try. Keep going. Camilla, I really think I'm like stuck.
my dear.
Oh dear. Perhaps you're pulling too hard?
Wait.
Think of it like a magnet. You need to. Oh no. I try following her suggestion, but loosen my grip too much and fall backwards. In a panic, I squeeze my eyes shut. Is this the end for Katami Nightshade? Am I done for? But there are so many couples I haven't matched yet, and so many sweets I haven't tried, and
Huh?
I'm fine? But it doesn't feel like that I'm on the ground. I look up and see a pair of violet eyes. Is Camilla carrying me?
Wonderful.
Ah, excellent. I was just in time. But that smile, don't tell me you planned to do that just so you could end up in my embrace?
No.
No, of course not. I'm just relieved. Mm-hmm. Is that so? What a troublesome little witch.
Now,
Alas, I think that's enough practice for now. We still have to set up the shop.
right.
Gotta admit, this is definitely useful. I can't count how many times I've forgotten my keys at home. I just need to master it like I've mastered matchmaking. Camilla, this would be a pretty neat trick for burglary, huh? I waggle my eyebrows suggestively. Camilla huffs as she walks inside, still carrying me in her arms.
I don't.
Oh, what are you implying? I would never steal. Strange. You seem to be stealing me right now. That's simply because a certain mischievous little witch may run off and try again if I let her go.
Well,
Camilla? Do you only use this spell when you forget your keys? Camilla hesitates for a second and her fangs slightly press against her bottom lip. As we enter the shop, she gently sets me down on a nearby chair.
my dear.
Sweet thing, the spell's original purpose was secret liaisons with an individual I was, shall we say, very fond of. Others did not approve of us, but we were able to enjoy each other's company in secret.
It's love.
Oh, a secret rendezvous with just the two of you? How romantic.
I suppose.
Yes, I suppose it was. Camilla's smile is touched by a hint of melancholy when she turns away to start working. But if she's distracted, I could... No, bad Katami. I can always sneak out to practice climbing on my break. As I was stocking the shelves, I heard some students snickering and whispering to each other. Somehow I got the feeling that they were up to no good, but couldn't quite make out what they were saying. After improving my hearing, I realized they were planning to drop a darkness bomb so they could rob us blind. Literally. I had them leave before they could do any harm. When I told Mr. West about the almost incident, he rewarded me for my trouble.
Dun, dee, dun.
Nightshade is the best. Find you someone from the rest. I sing quietly to myself as I do dust inside the human shop, doing my best to keep the wares clean and tidy. Which, come to think of it, was kind of necessary. It was starting to get gross in here, especially the drapery. Ugh, just looking at these curtains makes me want to sneeze. I should probably take them outside before I start beating them. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. I go to tug them down, and a cloud of dust ambushes me as I do so. By the time it clears, there isn't a wall behind the drapery, but an ancient portrait framed in gold. A familiar dark-haired woman gazes down at me with empty yet captivating violet eyes, and I... Wait a second. Carmilla?
Yes?
Yes, sweetness? I don't hear her approach, so when I whip my head around to see her standing beside me, I jump out of my skin a little. This is you, right? Not like a great-great-great-grandma that also happened to be your doppelganger? Indeed it is. What keen eyes you have. That is the portrait of yours truly, the eternally gorgeous Countess of Carnolia. And what an era that was.
Amazing!
Amazing? You were nobility? She folds her arms and raises her brow at me as she gives my chest a small poke with her index finger.
Come on!
Were? I most definitely still am. Yes, of course, my lady. But wait, what is this painting even doing here anyway? She doesn't respond. Rather, when I look over, she's tracing a finger over the filaments on the portrait's frame, no doubt gathering dust from whatever error she's seeing in that far-off gaze.
Well...
Just a minute, oh Countess, the frame's a little crooked. Wait. Ah, no, Katami, don't touch! Too late. I grasp the frame and adjust it accordingly. When I do, a scrap of paper falls out from behind the painting. Huh? What's this? I lift up the parchment. It's a faded pencil sketch of a woman with hair that flows like the ocean waves and eyes as dark as a moonless night. There's something mischievous in her smile that draws me in.
Wow!
Wow, what a beauty!
Don't touch it!
Oh, we made her mad. Before I can react, Camilla snatches the picture from my hand with a fury in her eyes and a crease in her brow. I blink, taken aback and a bit hurt. It's just a drawing, so what's her problem? Unless... Yeah, I'm not gonna pick, is this did you sleep badly last night? No, I'm just gonna be like, did you know her? A friend of yours? Camilla sighs, takes a lingering look at the photo, and gently runs a finger across the girl's paper cheek.
I suppose...
In a manner of speaking, yes.
My greatest hunt.
She was my greatest hunt. I have never since pursued a woman of her caliber.
Well...
I'm willing to bet there's an impossibly good story behind it all.
Yes.
Oh, there most certainly is. There's a glint in her eye as she takes one last look at the portrait, slowly rolls it back up with extreme tenderness. I guess it's no surprise that, at all that the picture's still in good condition when she handles it like that.
6 centuries ago.
This little delicacy came forthwith to my manor.
She was.
Hoping to hunt me as revenge for an incident that occurred in her village, unbeknownst that she herself would become my quarry.
For months.
We played a game of cat and mouse, pursuing each other to the limit but never quite gaining the upper hand.
Until one day.
Eventually, I cornered her in an alleyway. I leaned forwards. I was sitting on the edge of my seat.
Oh!
And then what? You drank her blood?
Mm-hmm.
Nearly to the last drop. Camilla smiles, and yet there's something forced about her cheer when she speaks. I see her run her fingertips along the edge of the page. Until some no-good busybodies arrived to save her. I barely escaped with my life that night. Gosh, how'd you do it? I outsmarted them naturally. She flicks her hair off her shoulders with the back of her hand.
You know?
Vampires are apex predators, as you should be fully aware of by now. When faced against mere mortals, we always come out on top. Okay, but if that's all true, why do you look like you're about to cry? Camilla's jaw hardens. I feel as if she's about to chew me out, but after a long and very awkward pause, she laughs the kind of laugh as someone who has resigned themselves to a most pitiful fate.
I suppose.
It isn't easy to hide affairs of the heart from a master matchmaker, is it? You caught me twice today, little witch. I open mouth to reply, but the pained look on her face brings me to a halt. An unknown sensation starts to build up within my chest. With a sigh, she tucks the roll of paper back behind the portrait.
My dear.
But Katami, my dear, there are some plots that are not worth digging into. Her piece spoken, Camilla turns to her doing inventory, leaving me alone with my thoughts. I guess there's no helping her right now, no matter how much I want to be there for her. Okay, we're on the 27th. We got 4 days left until Halloween. We've gotten pretty far. Okay, we need to make a yellow potion now. Oh, we can use... Yeah, we'll do that. I guess we'll do kind of like some... Yeah, we got 2.
Come
Sweet.
again!
Thanks, doll. Come see us again soon. The instant the last 2 customers leave, Camilla hums cheerily to herself and locks the door for lunch. I'm about to take the first bite of my burger when she turns to me with a sort of smug satisfaction.
Parched.
We worked hard this morning, did we not? I'm positively parched. I stare at her with my mouth open, a very appealing sight, before clamping it shut. Parched?
Oh, you mean...
Hold on, I'll grab your lunch for you and we can eat together. I go look underneath the counter in case she left a bag, but there's nothing. Quickly, I race to the back, but there isn't anything in the icebox either. As I return, Camilla eyes me, full of amusement. Did you forget your lunch today? Mm-hmm. Seems so.
Whatever shall I do?
I look back at my own lunch, a leftover burger from last night's supper, and a bottle of milk. I guess I could go halvesies. Well, if you need a drink, you can have some of mine. I thrust the unopened bottle towards Camilla, but she immediately takes a step back like it's minced garlic, which I'm pretty sure it's not. What gives? Oh, no thank you, dear. Milk is not quite to my tastes.
You know?
It never really satisfies me, you know? She smiles gently and saunters over to me. When I look into her eyes, I see the same spark as when she looks at customers. It's chilling. I know what she's doing, but her voice is so hypnotic it almost causes my heart to skip a beat.
But...
My darling little witch, you know what would satisfy a thirsty vampire, yes? Blood? If it's bad enough that you'd want to enthrall me, I guess I could give you some of mine, but you owe me.
Right.
And it better not hurt. You're always full of surprises.
I feel a
Even
little
when I knew
embarrassed.
what I was up to. Oh goodness, I feel a little embarrassed. She glances away and twirls her hair around her index finger. Well, we're friends, and you're always helping me out, so I think it's the least I can do.
Dear.
You're so kind, not to mention 100% right.
I promise.
I swear to you that I shall only take the teeniest bit.
Come on!
Give me your hand, please? I do exactly as she asks. With one of her satisfied little hums, Carmilla kneels before me and takes my hand, then gently presses her lips to the back of my palm. I feel a pinch for just a moment, and then nothing but a little dizziness. Carmilla lifts her head and licks her lip before removing a handkerchief from her sleeve, which she carefully wraps around my hand. Red berry with notes of chocolate and cream. You certainly like your sweets, don't you? Huh? You can tell a lot from my blood?
I have experience.
I have an experienced palate for such
I
things.
suppose.
If you're truly curious, I suppose I could give you a pittance of my own.
Of course.
Few things upon this earth are quite as energizing as fresh blood when you have acquired the taste, of course. She does look like she has a lot of get up and go, but drinking blood? Sure? Well, if it tastes as good as you say, a little wouldn't
I'm
hurt.
impressed.
Oh, how adventurous. I'm very impressed. But, my sweet witch, I was hardly serious.
You know?
To drink a vampire's blood is to become one yourself, after all.
Really?
What? Really?
Yes.
Yes, so be careful what you agree to, Katami. There may be a number of benefits to vampirism, but you should think them over first.
At any rate.
I do know a less physical means of absorbing energy. It may not be as effective as blood, but it should provide a pick-me-up in a pinch.
Oh,
You mean like draining psychic energy? I wiggle my fingers spookily at Camilla, and she shakes her head, smiling briefly. Something like that, yes. It's a spell called Leech Life. That sounds ominous. Let's get to learning.
I'll teach you.
Alright, darling. I'll teach you how to cast Life Leech. Carmilla spends the rest of our break instructing me on how to steal energy indirectly. It's a pretty simple process. All you have to do is lock eyes with your target after casting the spell, and you'll slowly drain their energy. Nice and straightforward. Not even I can mess this up. I haven't had a chance to test it though. After she showed me, Camilla wouldn't even look at me. The awkward silence stretches between us for what seems like forever. Shortly after our break, a customer finally shows up, and they're wearing a mean face that spells business. Hey, I want to return this. I blink and quietly tap the small board next to the counter sheepishly.
Well...
We have a no returns policy on every product in the store. Sorry. What does that matter? My spell didn't work. I demand to see your manager. Our eyes meet and we just sort of stare at each other. It takes me a second to gather my nerves, but I decide to put what I've learned to good use.
Life leech!
Oh, jeez. Slowly, the man's shoulders begin to sink, and I feel a bit of energy gradually wake me back up. Thankfully, after about 5 minutes, he just shakes his head and wobbles off without a word.
Yes!
Nightshade wins! As I fist pump into the air, I think I catch Camilla smiling at me out of the corner of her eye, but when I go to look again, she seems to have vanished. Too unprofessional? Or maybe I should be careful with this spell as she told me to. Not like I'm going to be leeching out the answers to the Halloween exams anytime soon. Okay. Let's do this one next.
Come on!
Come on, you dumb bottle. Open Sessa Stopper. Hocus Corcus. Abra Plug by. Katami, what on earth are you doing?
Damien!
Great timing!
Well...
It's this potion bottle. It won't open at all, and I've tried everything. Here, let me try.
Sometimes.
You just have to tap the bottle to release the pressure, and then... Okay, maybe this one is above the level of my current strength.
Yes!
Right? You'd have to be a werewolf to open this sucker up. I hold out my hand to take back the bottle, but Damien hasn't given up yet. I look up and notice that their eyes are now closed. Damien, I don't think astral projection is going to...
Huh?
Whoa! Damien suddenly hulks out. Or, well, at least one of their arms does. I can see the muscle bulge from under their suit jacket as they grunt and take off the stopper with one good twist.
All right.
Got it. Here you are.
Thank you!
Thanks, but forget about that. Let's talk about your workout routine.
What?
Your superhuman grind.
Wow.
How did you do that? I didn't even see you cast a spell. I poke their buff arm, causing Damien to laugh softly.
You know...
It's just my maker's work. You know how it is. He puts a lot of dedicated effort into crafting me. Over the years, I came to understand a bit more about the type of magical engineering that went into it while, patching myself up all the time.
Oh!
And that gave you anchor arms?
That's right.
In a way. I learned how to strengthen parts of my body by focusing and using the spell Engineered Perfection.
Just in case.
Want me to show you? In case you have any more bottles.
Yes!
Do you even have to ask?
All right.
Alright.
Watch closely, please.
I'll try to teach you how to cast Engineered Perfection. Damien shows me some sort of magical meditation technique. My eyes were shut for most of it, and the longer I focused on my arm, the heavier it felt. Once I'm spell ready, I pump my arm into the air and holler, adding in a fun spin on my toes for theatrical measure.
Engineered perfection!
You can open your eyes now. Looking up at my arm, I notice it's now flexing with great newfound muscle tone.
Yes!
Hell yes!
Right!
Now I'm not the only best matchmaker in school, but also the strongest one too. I don't think there are any other matchmakers.
Naturally.
Exactly. No competition. They'd see my one wonderfully buff arm and fall to their knees, unable to do anything at all. But you know, I want to make sure these puppies aren't just for show. So arm wrestle me, Damien, come on!
Okay.
Okay then, but I don't think I'll give you an easy win.
Right!
Same here. We put our giant hulking arms together and hold our hands in the in the least romantic way possible, but it's still pretty nice. I feel them squeeze.
2,
1.
go!
Katami's meteor fist!
Huh.
Hey, don't cheat! I try to get the upper hand by taking quicker initiative, but Damien catches up quickly. It's almost as if they've been using this spell all their life or something. For a long moment, we're in a stalemate over the counter, equal in strength in every way.
Huh.
Focusing all my strength, I finally get them on the ropes. Huh? Don't look so confident when you're losing. I'll show you my real power. As I get ready to go for a final push, my dumb magic starts fizzling.
No way!
Oh no. Just when I thought I'd slam right over to the other side, Damien gently sets my limp hand on the table. I feel their shoulders shaking as they attempt to poorly suppress their laughter.
Yes.
Your real power, quite literally.
Hey!
Hey, you clearly have more experience, don't laugh! It's just that you were so dramatic and they work a little harder to cover their mouth while laughing. Cute, but still.
Duh.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're right.
You're absolutely right. I'm more experienced.
But
You will be too, the more you use it. We're both still learning in the end.
Well...
Guess you're right. The little light bulb in my head goes off and I let out a big grin.
Right.
Best 2 out of 3?
sure.
And the victor receives lunch and dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on. The match continues for the rest of the afternoon. By the end of it, I have to figure out where to get the money to buy Damien every meal for the rest of the week. Rats.
Damien!
Just a moment.
Just another moment. What's taking them so long? Damien, do you need some help? My question gets a very obvious answer when Damien appears near the top of the stairs with a large stack of books in their hands. Can they even see over that paganated mountain?
Apologies.
I just wanted to make sure I had brought...
Ah,
Oh. I rush over as Damien trips over their feet, but it's too late. Oh no! They go over the banister and tumble down the stairs, landing in a heap of books and limbs on the floor.
Damien! No!
Speak to me! Oh no. I dig through the books, but they don't move.
Damien!
Are you...
No.
Don't let me get accused of murder.
it's okay.
I'm still alive.
Huh?
With a grunt, Damien stands themselves back up and dusts off unseen dirt from their clothes. There wasn't a scratch on them.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to make you such a mess.
Wait.
I'll clean it. Wait.
Are you alright?
Are you feeling right? You're quite pale. Damien! I cry crocodile tears and throw my arms around their neck to empathize their horrible crimes against my sanity. They tense a little at first, but wrap their arms around me not long after.
Don't you know?
Don't worry me like that ever again. I almost had to imagine my life in the dungeons.
Thank you?
Thanks for your concern.
Yes!
You bet! But that looks like a really nasty fall. It's a miracle you're still standing right now.
Oh.
It's not a miracle. It's the magic spell, Indestructible. Indestructible?
Yes.
When I was created, my master took measures to ensure no harm would come to my person.
Wow!
With a capital... Wow! With a capital W-O-W. Wow.
I could
If you're
teach you.
interested, I can teach you a part of it. It'd be perfect for you. I'd love to. But I've run out of red potions again.
Oh! It's okay.
Don't worry, I'll teach it to you
Thank you.
anytime. Thanks, Damien. You're the best. Got 3 days left, guys. Hopefully we can get all of these done. Okay, we can do fly with Camilla. Instead of just hover, we can actually fly. As I turn the corner of the alleyway heading to the human shop, I notice the lights are out. I check the time on the clock tower nearby. I'm pretty sure we should be open right now. Was there another holiday this close to Halloween? I don't think so. After all, I keep a tab on all the holidays for my matchmaking purposes. I approach the door and cautiously take hold of the handle and pull. It swings open easily and the little bell echoes through the empty space. Inside the store is pitch black. Even the street lamps outside can barely illuminate more than a few inches indoors, as if something is stopping them from doing so. Magic? I feel my heart thump heavily inside my chest as I step into the store. Carmilla? Are you there? My voice comes out as a tiny, frightened squeak. Oh, well. I clear my throat and reach out for a candle, or any sort of light really, only to knock over one of the displays over instead. Sounded like the pickled eyeballs too by the squelch. I definitely don't look forward to cleaning that up later.
Hello?
Carmilla? Mr. West? Suddenly a sharp breeze nearly knocks my hat off. I gasped, instinctively crouching down and covering my head. When I look up, I see a small silhouette bouncing on the second floor balustrade, candle in hand. Well, what do we have here? Ah! Who are you? You enter the domain of the Countess Camilla, mortal. Being of the night, ruler of the creatures of darkness, mistress to time itself.
Crab apples.
Camilla, it's you? Camilla swoops down from the second floor, her cape billowing like a dark cloud around her. I yelp as she lands in front of me with the agility of a cat. Her footsteps are silent against the floorboards. The candles suddenly light up all at once, banishing the eerie darkness. Camilla stands above me, her shoulders trembling with laughter. You're so surprisingly easy to spook, my dear. An odd trait for a witch.
Hey!
That wasn't funny. I nearly had a heart attack. No, 3 heart attacks. I clutched my chest for emphasis and pressed my forehead with the back of my hand as though I was seconds away from passing out. The previously noisy thuds of my heart against my ribcage began to die down. Dear me. Well, rest assured, little witch, I would never take responsibility if you were feeling fate.
How?
How did you even do that? Jumping from so high, I mean. Is there some kind of wire attached to your back? I spin Camilla around and search, but find nothing. She crosses her arms and gently shoos me away.
Not at all.
Of course not. Vampires can fly. We are all powerful apex predators for a reason. So you could have just gotten that skeleton by yourself the other day without me falling off the ladder?
Not
Well, not quite.
I suppose.
Fly is, I suppose, a stretch despite being the name of the spell. We can only glide and swoop down from high places. Soaring up high is nigh impossible. It is not quite like a witch upon their broomstick. Before I can even ask, Camilla smirks at me.
But
Flight is certainly an appropriately witchy skill, is it not? Would you like to learn how to do it?
duh.
Of course. But what kind of things can the spell be used for? There always seems to be something. Aesthetic. Come again? You can't expect every spell to have some kind of ingrained use or higher purpose, you know?
My dear.
Some of these things are just for entertainment. It simply looks positively captivating when you swoop down upon your audience.
I suppose.
But I suppose a klutz such as yourself could utilize it to curb your falling habit as well.
Oh.
Oh, I guess I can't argue with that. So will you teach me, O being of the night, ruler of the creatures of darkness, mistress to time? She blushes as I recite her earlier lines and flails her arms dismissively at me.
I'll teach you.
Alright already. Follow me. I'll teach you how to cast fly. Or so she said. She led me to the balustrade, explained the process of casting the spell, and even demonstrated it a few times, but... Camilla, I'm not so sure about this.
Come on.
Come on now, you're never going to learn if you just keep watching me. Do you fear heights, my dear? Oh, sweetheart.
thing.
And you're absolutely certain you still want to do this? I nod in response. Camilla sighs and climbs up on the balustrade beside me, then takes my hand. Very well. Even if the great Katami Nightshade is daunted by this task, we shall do it together. Okay, on 3 then.
Oh,
That's the spirit,
Alright.
love. Alright. 1, 2, 3.
fly.
I squeeze my eyes shut and together we leap from the balustrade. Hands intertwined, Camilla and I glide down to the first floor of the shop. Eventually we manage to take a silent landing near the front door. I gape at her, amazed, with my heart hammering against my chest. Camilla returns my look with her smug smile.
Wow.
That
Well,
wasn't so bad, was it?
amazing.
That was amazing, Carmilla!
Right.
I feel like as long as you're here, I really can do anything. Oh, what a charmer you are.
Now,
Although the only thing we should be doing for now is preparing for customers. We're never busy this close to Halloween, so I may have taken a few liberties earlier with the schedule. Leave it to me. While cleaning the shop, I found a very unique looking, obviously ancient vase. But is there any other kind? Amazed by all the intricate decorations, I took it off the shelf for inspection, and at the same moment Camilla appeared out of nowhere and spooked the hell out of me. As soon as I dropped the vase, the shop was shrouded in darkness, and then an evil spirit appeared. I must have the worst luck. Luckily, I was able to easily stitch the vase back together, so the spirit returned to it without causing any trouble. Carmilla was pretty impressed by my quick wits, and even sweet-talked Mr. Weston did not deduct my pay for breaking the vase. But she should have done that to begin with, since it was her fault I broke it. I think that I've worked more in the shop than I've studied for my exams this week. Not that I blame them for wanting me around. I am kind of wonderful. So at least if I'm a failure of a witch, I can probably stay here for the rest of my days. Especially with the best saleswoman as distracted as she's been lately. Carmilla, I don't think the display for our 2-for-1 deal on hands is going to crawl off anytime soon. You can maybe stop securing it. Carmilla's shoulders shoot up and she stares at her hands for a long moment. When it sinks in, however, she takes a step back. Her cheeks are surprisingly pink.
I
Oh,
suppose.
well, I suppose they're no longer alive, no? This is easily the saddest and subtle thing I've ever watched. Something's up. And the recently appointed best detective in Dimmerware High is on the case. You okay, Carmilla? You seem pretty un-Carmilla-y today.
Perish the thought.
I'm perfectly fine, my sweet.
Now,
Though, now that I think about it, I do have a need for your expertise.
well...
Nothing magic-related to give me my current predicament, I hope.
No.
No, darling. Love.
Mm,
What is it? Well, in your view. I feel my own eyes widen in excitement, and a million answers battle it out of my mind to see which can get out first. Where do I even begin with how great love is? I put both hands on my chest and closed my eyes wistfully.
right.
Love is the best feeling in the world. No, the whole universe. It leaves you feeling you can walk on the sun or fly on the moon or... the most painful thing imaginable. My eyes pop open. Well, love can be that too, but... I notice the way the crease in Carmilla's brow deepens. It's the same as the day she snatched the old sketch from my hands. Should I? Yeah, I think I will. Are you thinking about the girl from the picture? Carmilla hesitates, then gives a reluctant nod.
Tonight.
Tonight is the anniversary of when she first darkened my doorstep. Carmilla gently touches one of the hands on display, a sorrowful expression on her face. She looks past me, past everything in the shop, and I wonder what memories resurfacing inside her. I lean on the counter, suddenly feeling that heavy sensation in my chest. It's the one thing to see your matches work out and love blossom, but it's a whole nother experience to witness heartbreak. Will you tell me about her? At first, I don't think she'll answer, but then Camilla takes a deep, shuddering breath.
She was.
She was only supposed to be my prey, at first. I had begun adapting to my new abilities and decided to adopt a sort of... She makes circular movements with her wrists, obviously debating her next choice of words.
Yes.
Catch and release policy. I would only drink as much blood as I needed to live, and then I would release my victims back into the night without further harm. And you didn't get caught?
You dummy.
I wouldn't be here if I had, now would I? Silly witch.
I suppose.
It was a dangerous time for vampires back then, which is understandable, I suppose. A cat is not a welcome guest among mice. But my dear little mouse was nothing like the rest. A fond smile creeps over her lips.
She was.
She was bold, brilliant.
Yes.
She had seen me as a rival, not just as a beast to be hunted.
Now.
Even when I did lose to her, there was always an opening to escape, so I always left her one in return. Our little game was like a dance that spanned many a year.
But.
Then one day, I overstepped. What did you do? I tried to force her to drink my blood. You what? Hard of me, I know.
You know?
As I once said, drinking a vampire's blood will turn any mortal into one of the living dead, if the circumstances are right. Carmilla. Sudden traces of horror mixed with disgust are written all over her face.
But.
Rather than our usual game, she cried out for help.
She was.
She was terrified of me. She wouldn't even look at me. I managed to escape just moments before the mob barreled down upon us. That was the last mercy I was offered. When I had tried to approach again, she had served as such willing bait for a troop of vampire hunters.
Don't you worry.
Worry not, I was too crafty by far and outsmarted them all, of course. Something doesn't line up here. Why did you do it?
Why?
If you didn't want her to drink your blood, why did you try to force her? I don't know then what I know now. That's hardly an excuse, I know, but... The idea of watching her age, watching her sicken and die, leaving me with a life that I didn't have her in it, it was excruciating.
It's love,
I
love,
thought that
love.
maybe we could dance our dance forever. I wanted someone to stay by my side so we could be in love for all eternity.
But.
In the end, though, I behaved like the beast that the townsfolk believed me to be. How dreadfully ironic. Carmilla, you wanted my expert opinion, right? She doesn't respond, but I tell her anyway.
Well.
I think that loves mean accepting change in each other's differences and, letting that special someone go when it's time. The idea of mortal love sounds nice, but only if the other person wants that too. Carmilla remains silent and goes to sweep the floor. I might have upset her, but I stand by what I said, not only as a matchmaker, but as a person. Eventually and quietly, from across the shop, I hear her say something. I only wish I had learned that sooner. Okay. Okay, let's learn some more spells here. What do we got? We're almost done. I think we might have enough time to do all these, hopefully. What do we need? Red 2, blue 2, and purple. Okay, so let's go make some potions. Blue, red, and purple. Let's make some of those. Okay, we're on the 29th. So we got about 3 days left. Okay, so right now we have enough for everything, but I think we're gonna have to make some more. Let's do Fireball. Let's do, 0. Let me take a drink first. Whew. That one took a lot out of me. Okay. Learn the spells. Katami Nightshade, the stressed and the worried. I've been wondering, Katami. What?
Well,
Settling aside this Halloween exam's monomania, isn't there a spell that you'd actually like to learn? A spell I'd like to learn?
yes.
Yep. Though it might be less stressful for you to learn a spell you've always wanted to learn. You mean such as a spell to make every matchmaking party I have a huge success?
No.
No. Anyway, you don't need a spell to manage that. A tinge of pink tickles my cheeks. Thanks, Zero. By far, without a shadow of a doubt, the most amazing matchmaker in Dimware High, aren't I?
Wait.
That wasn't a... Wait. What? That sort of was a compliment, wasn't it? Ugh.
It's love, love, love.
You know.
Let me put it this way. Suppose everyone you know has already found happiness and true love, and there isn't anyone left to matchmake with anyone else anymore.
Right.
I'm trying to get there. You mustn't rush me.
Hey!
That's not what I mean. Keep calm, Zero. Breathe in. Breathe out. I slowly move my arms up and down in alignment with my breathing for Zero to see. His eyebrow twitches slightly at the sight.
That means...
What I wish to say is, given the situation I described just now, wouldn't there be a spell you'd interested in learning? When I was little, do you remember the fantasy stories we'd read together? I do. I also recall you were a lot less insufferable then. I loved the tales of the powerful mages who would call lightning down from the sky, cleave mountains apart, and hurl fiery tornadoes.
Yeah.
I used to daydream about how cool it would be if I were a mage like that, battling the forces of evil with awesome spells.
Yes.
Summoning lightning and cleaving mountains are a little advanced at this stage. But how would you like to learn how to throw fireballs?
Oh.
You mean I can?
Yes.
I do. It's one of the most basic spells there is, and even a chronically truant witch like you should be able to get the hang of it in no time.
Amazing.
Awesome. Teach me, Zero.
All right.
Alright, prepare yourself, Katami. I'm going to teach you how to cast Fireball.
Fireball.
As the area between my palms grows warm, a small little sphere of flame flickers to life.
Wow.
Wow! Fire! I made fire.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to cast this 10 months ago. Well, it's better late than never, I suppose.
Zero.
Zero, follow me!
Huh?
Where are you going? I dash down the stairs to the kitchen with Zero trailing the air noiselessly behind me.
Fireball.
Zero, watch. Fireball! I toss the fireball onto the stovetop, which starts burning. I grab a pan, smear some butter on the surface, and crack 2 eggs onto
I
it.
see.
I hold the pan over the stove, soon the eggs are crackling, and the savory smell fills the air. Fireball fried eggs!
Yes.
Yes, quite. Fireball, while primarily used as combat magic, is a favorite of mages who arrange their barbecue on a day with damp weather. Next, I fill a kettle with water and throw it in a satchel of tea leaves.
Right.
I'm going to make fireball boiled tea, too.
Well
I am
done.
so glad you are finding so many domestic uses for this spell.
But,
But tell me, Katami,
well,
when are you going to give battle to a ravening kraken with your fiery inferno, save a big beleaguered city by incinerating hordes of the undead led by an evil necromancer?
Well.
Zero, I know I am long way from being a true witch. I know I'm starting late, and I know there's so many things to learn in so little time, but I'm trying my best in my own way, and I know how lucky I am to have you here helping me push through it, Zero.
Please.
Will you continue lending me your support like you always have through all this time? He stares deeply at my person before nodding gently and nearly hiding what is the softest smile I have ever seen from him.
eventually.
Yes, I will.
Well,
Huh?
What?
what's the matter?
You've been sneaking glances at me for the better part of the last 2 hours. When are you going to tell me what's the matter? I fiddle with my thumbs and I glance upward at his fixed stare.
I don't know.
Oh, please.
Don't spare me. I can take it.
Tell me.
Am I wearing my shirt on the wrong way? Is my face disfigured by an outbreak of ghostly acne? Has a poltergeist pigeon splattered poltergeist dropping atop my head?
Really?
Are there really poltergeist pigeons that can do that?
No.
No, which what makes your behavior all the more puzzling. We poltergeists do not change our appearance, ever. Not in our dress, not in our acne, not even in the ghastly droppings of poltergeist pigeons on our heads. But you have changed. I can't put my finger on it, but
For the
for
last
the
time.
last time, Katami, poltergeists never outwardly change.
Right.
That's it.
What?
What's it?
I'm sure.
You're inwardly changed. I'm sure of it. I thought this since our last... No, I thought this for some time now. Maybe longer than I know I knew. I thought you feel different from how you used to be.
Remember.
You can't feel me, remember?
No.
No, I can, and I figured out how exactly you're different.
Astonish me.
Right.
You're fading. His eyebrows rise and sequentially fall, and the bright red shine in his eyes, that's always radiant so profusely, dims.
I'm fading.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so gradual day by day that I never noticed it happening right in front of my very eyes. But Zero, you're not as sharply defined as you were when we first met, or even a year ago. Zero, what's going on? Talk to me.
Remember.
Do you know how poltergeists come into existence?
Of course.
Let's see. A human dies somewhere, right? Then,
You know.
poltergeists come into existence when a person dies with an unresolved matter near and dear to their heart.
That means.
We cannot bear to leave this world, having left undone that which we ought to have done. Oh. I try and rack my mind around what he just told me, and my overworked brain from all this potion cramming begins to fry. Zero watches my struggle and sighs before signaling me to pay attention as he continues his explanation.
In the past.
I've met malevolent poltergeists who were murdered and take to haunting the house of their death and tormenting those who try to live there. And I've met benevolent poltergeists who live a debt unpaid and in repentance try to help the living. But what all we have in common is when the unresolved matter is resolved, we move on. Move on?
Yes.
Poltergeists aren't natural, and in nature's grand scheme of life and death, there is no place for us.
That means.
We are tied to this world by unresolved matter our hearts cling to. When that disappears, so must we. Zero, if you don't mind me asking, what does your heart cling to?
I've forgotten.
What?
That's right.
Some poltergeists resolve their problem dramatically, like hunting down their murderer or helping the child of a friend they had once let down.
But
for most of us, the resolution comes in due time as time heals all wounds. Essentially, we end up forgetting that which bound us here. I'm surprised it's kept me around for so long. I suppose I must be forgetting everything at last. Zero! A wave of emotion rushes to my face and is taking every ounce of control to not fling myself at him, my childhood friend, upon learning the truth.
Oh, now.
You're not about to cry, are you?
No.
No, of course not. I'm the one and only Katami Nightshade. That's good. I've always hated to see you cry, Katami. Oh, I don't know what to choose. Then don't leave, but you're saying you'll disappear. Let's say then don't leave.
Please.
Then don't leave. Don't move on, please.
You know.
Nothing lasts forever. Not even poltergeists. All things must come to an end. Is there anything I can do to stop you from disappearing? Anything at all?
No.
I don't think so. Unless you can make me remember the reason why I had become a poltergeist in the first place.
But.
But that's impossible, realistically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
No one now knows my birth name or who I was when I died. Nothing remains of that, except maybe a faint ache in my chest, and even that is fading. As Zero speaks of a faint ache in his chest, I can feel a strong one brewing within mine. Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to move on? If you do, I'm glad for that. But you're forgetting. But if not...
Well...
Do you want to remain here together with me, just for a while longer? Zero is quiet for a long time. Then without a word, he leans in close to me and kisses the top of my head. Aw, I can't feel his touch. There is only a chilling sensation that causes my skin to tingle and make tears form in my eyes. I blink to force them down. There were no words spoken for the rest of our evening, held in each other's company, but I've never felt more heard. Okay. Yeah, we gotta do this one. Okay, so... we'll make some more of those. We'll make more blue. We actually really haven't made much yellow, so we'll make some of those too. On some days, we don't have a single customer, but on others, well, this happens. Bombarded by questions from all sides, I tried ringing up a customer who kept nagging me because he was in a hurry. When I finally told him the total, he suddenly asked me to get a potion from a shelf on the other side of the shop. I decided to use Scuttle on my hand and set it to the back room to get what he wanted instead. At the same time, I put his purchase into a bag and somehow even managed to calculate the new total by the time the vial found its way to the register. To my amazement, it was really easy to deal with 4 customers at once using this trick. Mr. West was so impressed by my skills that he increased my pay for the day. Easy as a piece of pumpkin pie. Okay, we got about 2 to 3 days left. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to do this one, because then we can hopefully get these done. Okay. I scribbled a final concoction on the paper in front of me, and I'm finally done. Phew, they assigned way too much homework around exam season. I'm going to... Huh? Someone at the door? Quickly, I glide down the staircase to the knocking coming from outside the front door. Then the stranger speaks up without warning as I walk towards the entrance. Trick or treat. Trick or treat? Excuse me? You heard me. Trick or treat. I never thought I'd say this about a trick-or-treater, but this guy sounds like he means business. I'm not sure I really want to open it now.
Well...
Sorry, I think you're too early. Halloween isn't for another few days. Doesn't matter. If you have nothing to offer, then pay with your reputation. Hehehe. My reputation?
I'm sorry.
Pardon me, Katami. I'll see to our guest.
Damien!
When did you get here? I don't mind if people make fun of me. I'm kind of the class clown and enjoy a good banter anyways. But Damien usually keeps to themselves. What if people try to bully them to get to me? No way. I absolutely won't let that happen.
No way.
Wait, Damien, no. We don't know who's out there. I try to reach for their sleeve, but they pull away quicker than I expect and don't wait up before opening the door.
Damien!
I try to peer out to see who is at the door. Oddly enough, I can barely see past them. Someone is moving about in front of them, but whoever it seems to be is shrinking by comparison. Wait, did Damien just grow taller? Oh, I was, joking? Oh hell, looks like it's time. I forgot my classes will start soon. See you, but maybe not. Before I even find out who it is, the person has already dashed away, leaving not even an after-image where they once stood. Damien turns to me with a smile.
You see...
The good thing about being a 7-foot-tall monster, Katami, is that it's very easy to win disputes without having to say anything.
Wow!
Wonder how long it'd take me to grow that tall. Maybe I need to drink more bat milk.
It's okay,
I think you're just as fine as you are.
but
But if you're curious, I know an illusion spell that'll make you appear that way. They, call it intimidation.
well,
It's a little cartoonish, but...
Yes!
Show me! Please, please, please!
all right.
Alright, watch closely, please. I'll try to teach you how to cast intimidation. With my newest potion finished and at the ready, I don't waste any time in casting the spell.
Intimidation!
I don't feel any different, but Damien's blue eyes widen a little. They remind me of beautiful stained glass. How do I look? Horrifying? Spectacular?
Maybe.
But perhaps you should see for yourself. They steer me towards one of the mirrors in our hallway. And although Damien tries to fight it, I see their shoulders shaking with laughter. I stare into the mirror and freeze. I look like one of those plush toys, the one with a huge body and a tiny head.
Well,
I did say it's a little cartoonish.
Wow.
How come it looks so scary when you do it then? Practice, Katami. A lot of practice. Are you okay, Damien?
it's nothing.
I'm fine.
A
The reason
long
I had
time
learned
ago.
that spell was because, well, when I was younger, the villagers were grouped together and chased me with pitchforks and torches.
My maker.
My maker taught me to make a larger form to scare them away, so no one would get hurt. I put both hands on my hips and puff out my oversized chest in the mirror.
Right!
You know, actually this body of mine's great, because if my arms are this huge, I can give super big hugs. Before Damien has a chance to resist, not that I think they would, I throw my arms around them and pull them into a tight embrace. As long as I'm here, no one will ever pick on you again. Got it? Slowly they pull their arms up around me and clench my back firmly between their stitched fingers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katami. Oh, we only got a couple days left. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to learn all my spells. Do we have enough to do? Oh, we have enough to do this one. Let me just, take a drink here. Okay. On each day I work, I meet Camilla at the door. It's grown into a habit for us to meet outside before our shift and go in together. When I'm on time, of course. Our short stride through the interior is easily becoming one of my favorite parts of the day, but... Evil! Evil! There is a wicked beast in our town. I jump back, spooked by the sudden noise. A screaming figure lingers in front of the shop, shouting his lungs out. A pretender among pretenders. We must burn her, stake her, before she slays any more innocents. Sir? Are you... okay? Be warned, young one. You are gallivanting with death herself. I already sent her taint upon you. Begone, thrall of vampire. In hindsight, I probably should know better than to talk to strangers. But there's something familiar about this particular weirdo, and he's blocking the door. Now he's advancing towards me with a crossbow barely concealed under his
Come
cloak.
on!
Aw, come on, please don't murder me. I haven't even had my 1 millionth match yet. There is no sanctum for people like you. I do not hide from my cleansing. Do not hide from my cleansing judgment. I stumble back a few steps, then I realize it isn't me he's looking at, but Carmilla? Embarrassing. Here I thought I was the demon. Likely when you think someone's waving at you and... Hold on. Wait, he's after Carmilla. Help! I should call for help. I should... His hand's on the trigger. He's going to make ghastly kebabs out of us. Sir, please, we can talk about... Just as he shoots, Camilla yanks me back. I'm about to scream, but I feel a finger over my lips and a warm breath near my ear.
Don't!
Say nothing. I nod, watching the wasted shot roll along the ground. My savior, death herself, waves a hand, then a thick patch of darkness soars forth and hides us within. I intently listen to how the man's heavy footsteps echo through the alleyway near and far. You can run, demons, but never escape. Time will not forget the dishonor you dealt me and mine, and I will scour the earth to see justice done. We wait until his footsteps fade off into the distance. Camilla drops the veil of darkness and walks into the store without a word. I stumble in after her, struggling to gasp what I just witnessed.
Well...
Carmilla,
No.
I don't want to talk about it.
Hey!
I do. You almost died.
What?
And he was like, straight up hunting you. Who was that guy? Camilla sighs again, but this time she doesn't brush me off.
Well...
He's the Baron, or the Mad Baron, as he's better known. We have, as some would call it, a history together. He was yelling a lot of mean stuff.
Yes.
Yes, well, it's his ancestors' fault.
Now,
A long, long time ago, the Mad Baron's ancestors struck a deal with me.
anyway,
It was simple. I never harm his direct descendants, no matter how annoying they are, and in exchange, his family would cover up any accidents that might occur. She clicks her tongue in annoyance and shakes her head.
well,
If I had known how frustrating they would be to deal with, however, I would have never made that deal. Accidents?
yes.
I was young once, and wasn't always as careful with blood as I am now. And the Baron's family, well, if I did not take them, surely pestilence or a failed harvest would have. She looks away, mumbling in bitterness. Was that a tisk I heard?
Well,
He's mostly upset because his house has fallen. Being terrible at your job can do that
but,
to you.
you know.
I mean, how is it my fault that his ancestors didn't do their cleanings properly? Even though Carmilla's pouting, I could sense a bit of guilt. Do you think he'll come back?
Yes.
Yes, unfortunately for me, he is as stubborn as he is imbecilic.
I have no idea.
I don't exactly know how he figured out that I work here, but now he knows we're affiliated.
And so.
In fact, he may even try interrogating you. What a bother.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Yes, he's not evil per se, so he should be pretty harmless to anyone who isn't me. But of course, he's still, well, you know, like that.
I'm sorry.
Goodness, I'm incredibly sorry for getting you mixed up in all this, Katami.
Well.
It's okay. Now that I know, he's not really as scary as he was earlier.
Oh.
Oh, I have an idea. To make it up to you, I'll go offer you the darkness spell I used earlier on you. It allows you to cloak yourself in shadow. You may evade him like that.
Yes.
Yes, I'm ready to stop, drop, and roll into the void away from that creep any day. I give her 2 thumbs up of approval, and she smiles at my antics.
I'll teach you.
Alright then, I'll teach you how to cast darkness. Carmilla shows me the method. I thought she was just waving her hand, but the movement is really particular. When preparing the spell, I feel kind of like a ninja, or even spookier. A mime.
All right.
Oh, Camilla, watch!
Darkness.
I practice forming small veils of darkness around the shop, each one growing a little larger the more I concentrate on it. It's small, but it'll do the job. Well done, darling.
Yes.
I'll get better.
After all.
I need to repel that guy in case he ever comes back for you, right? The chances of that are quite low. You see, the neighborhood watch is extremely exemplary at keeping his sort out. He does manage to slip by once in a blue moon, however, but...
Well.
he won't get the best of me. Of that I have no doubt. Okay, we got like 1 day left, guys. I only have 2 left to do. Okay, so I need red and I need blue. 2 red, 2 blue. Okay, hopefully we can do this in time. 2... Oh, okay, we'll triple the bottom one. Oh, I'm only gonna get 1. Okay, if you choose 3 different potions. Should give you second random. 2 of the same. And then this one's third. We'll do the 3. Okay, so we need, oh gosh, I already forgot what we needed. Hold on. Red, blue. Okay. Red, blue. Red. Blue. Red? Oh no, we only got 1 blue. Never had I ever met a Sphinx before now. I quickly realized they were very stingy when it comes to paying full price for things, and especially enjoyed confusing people with a lot of riddles over the transaction. After casting Philosophize on a few dead skulls, I was able to successfully solve every riddle the Binx threw at me, but only thanks to their help. In the end, I finally got her to pay full price. Mr. West was so proud of me, he let me have the difference the Sphinx had asked for as a bonus. We're so close to... okay. Okay, do we have enough now? Yeah, I think we do. Okay, let's do chill, and then we'll do the last one. I'm melting.
Yes.
You certainly look like you are.
Help me!
Save me, Zero! Save me before I dissolve into an icky puddle of sweat! I reach towards him drastically as sweat perspires aggressively on my forehead. My theatrics are no avail as Zero fixates on something else. The dragons are preparing for their Halloween activities. He peers out the window into the unseasonably balmy evening. I wish this house had air conditioning. As do I. Then you might stop whining about the heat and focus more on passing your exams. I got it. I clasp my hands together and give a little pleading pout. Zero, do your magic air conditioning trick. Pretty please with a pumpkin on top?
For the last time.
I am not a magic air conditioner. I am a sinister and eerie poltergeist, and the magical chill that emanates from me is akin to a deathly chill from an open grave. Like a sinister Eldritch air conditioning?
No.
No, not an air conditioning of any kind whatsoever. Melting, I really am melting.
Right.
I have an idea. Zero, teach me how to be a sinister and eerie air conditioner.
Huh?
I must do
The
it.
deathly chill of an open grave. I want to know how to emulate it too. Until I can afford a place with air conditioning anyway.
Fine.
If you insist. If it will stop you from complaining.
I will.
I do. And it will.
Alright.
Alright, prepare yourself, Katami. I'm going to teach you how to cast chill.
Chill.
I spread my hands out wide. For a second or two, nothing happened. Then...
Oh.
Ah,
Right.
cool. Deliciously refreshing and cool.
Well,
Does that mean you'll stop complaining and go back to studying?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to your nifty spell. I have become Katami Nightshade, the studious and productive once more.
thank goodness.
Glad to hear. Do your best tonight.
Right.
Alright. I turn back to my desk to give the potion test book I'm working on my fullest attention.
No way.
You know.
You're making weird noises again, Katami.
Well.
I'm still casting the chill spell, right? You are. Partly. Partly. Well, you haven't been maintaining your concentration on casting the spell just now, so naturally your chill faltered a bit.
No way.
A bit? I'm starting to melt again.
I guess.
With more practice, I'm confident you'll be able to work on other things while casting chill in the background, like your own personal air conditioner. But for now, it looks like if you would divert any attention away from the spell, the chill you cast won't be effective. How much more practice? I'll give it 2 or 3 years, maybe 4.
No way.
I'm doomed.
Well.
Oh well. Since I won't be able to study tonight anyway, I might as well just focus on casting chill and enjoy the delicious cool
Hey.
air. No, you don't.
I knew it.
Ugh, I knew this would be a case from the start. My sinister, eerie air conditioner. Zero sighs and spreads his hands. Instantly, the room becomes a degree Celsius or 2 cooler.
Well,
Well, can you study now?
Thank you.
Thanks, Zero. You're the best.
stop it.
I'm not doing it for you. It's only because there isn't any other way to get you to study, and your position is quite desperate enough as it is. But that's still doing it for me, though.
Go away.
Only because I don't want to be known for being friends with a witch who can't pass her Halloween exams. I'm happy you're my friend, Zero.
Stop.
Pipe down and go back to studying, Katami. And so we spend another tiring but productive night in preparing me for my upcoming exams. Finally. Oh, I didn't get a chance to do the last one. That's okay. Finally, the hour of truth is here. I look around town square, which is filled to the brim with my monstrous classmates and upperclassmen. There are a few familiar faces lingering at the edge, cramming last minute. A few others are nervously asking their crushes to the festivities after the exams. Always a good sight to see. But at the very center of the square is Miss Magwitch, stern-faced and serious as ever, waiting for the witching hour to finally arrive. Once it does, she'll teleport us to the dungeons where we will face our trials. Close by is Mr. West, who is trying to sell potions to anybody that doesn't look prepared enough.
Right.
Alright, I've got a few minutes left before the exams begin. Maybe I can do something that'll help me pass? I don't think helping a classmate to find love would be... But I don't think she's gonna want a sweet talk either. And if I leech some potions from Mr. West, I feel like that's a bad idea too. Like, I don't know. Because they seem like they were doing fine on their own. Maybe sweet talk her? I'm thinking. Maybe? Okay. I use Enthrall and try sweet-talking Miss Magovich into making the exams a bit easier. As one of her worst students, though, the spell didn't do anything at all. With a heavy sigh, she at least commends my efforts and hands me a few extra potions. It's time. Finally, Miss Magwich's voice rings out and everyone goes quiet. Remember, your primary goal will be finding the exit. If you run out of potions, I will teleport you back here and it will count as a failure. Now line up!
Alright!
Alright, let's get started. And afterwards... Okay, yeah, so I didn't actually get 100% with, Damien. So who do I want to hang out with? Zero or Camilla? Because I don't really want to do that, because it's kind of like, meh. I'll hang out with Zero, why not? Afterwards, I'll go to boast to Zero. He's always nagging me about my exams after all. Why is it so dark here? Yes! Shining my way through the Nightshade Way. Let's go.
Alright!
Here's some light. Let's see, that door looks tightly shut, and the lever next to it looks broken. Oh, okay. Lever's broken. If I pull this, I'll get hurt. Damn these sharp edges. I don't think pulling it would... we got quite a few of potions. I don't want to use... Let's do Stitch. See if that works. I know I can mend this with Stitch!
Alright!
There we go! Easy as a piece of pumpkin pie.
Wow!
This room's much bigger. Let's see, there seems to be a deep pit over there. I'm not sure if I can jump over it. And over there is a door, but these big rocks block the way. There's also...
Wow!
Wow, this is like a dried up skeleton. Well, yeah, we should do Philosophize. Seems like this buddy's been here for a while. Maybe he can tell me how to move on.
Philosophize!
A bowl of candy, a bag of treats, a dish of tasty sugary sweets. Huh? Seems like the skeleton has a bowl of candy bombs.
Oh.
Neat! I could blast these rocks away if I got my hands on some of it. My eyes sparkle with delight as I raise my hand and knock against the cage. Knock knock! Trick or treat? For a moment, silence reigns. Just as I fear that this bonehead too is ignoring me, it finally moves and pushes the bowl towards the edge of the cage. We are not home for you to scare. Here is a bowl of treats. Take one if you dare.
Right!
Success! I pump my fist in victory as I grab a handful of candy bombs. Place the bombs here. Get the fire from the torch there. Done. Closing my eyes and covering my ears, I run into the opposite corner of the room and wait. Kaboom! The explosion is barely powerful enough to rattle the floor, but when I open my eyes, the rocks are gone.
Alright!
Next one, I should be halfway through. A zombie. What did he eat to grow so big? Why is he glaring at me as if I owe him money? Don't tell me it's also an obstacle I have to pass. Oh no. What do you think, guys? We got Engineered Perfection, Fireball, Intimidation, Life Leech, and Whale. I don't know if Whale would work on him because he's a zombie. I do have a lot of purple potions though. Not so many red. I don't want to fail this. Maybe Intimidation? Maybe?
Intimidation!
Before the zombie can advance on me, I cast a spell and glare at him. Let's talk this out? He shrinks his neck and looks at me timidly, the frown from before cleanly wiped from his face. Success! Sure! I made it a hand to pass the exam anyway, but you better behave, buddy. Of course.
Oh!
Such a cutie frog! What's it doing here? Excuse me. Now, let's see. This seems like a dead end, but I have a feeling... Thank you! Yeah, yeah, okay, I thought so too. Now let's see. This seems like a dead end, but I have a feeling there should be a door here? I don't know if the zombie knows. Insubstinate, scent track. I was also do something else, but... Well, I guess we got the zombie. We could ask him.
Right.
Buddy, tell me how we get past this room. There are magic runes on the wall. Once you activate them in the right order, the passage will appear. The right order? How many runes are there? 60.
Huh?
60? I remember the order and can help you.
Well...
Oh, say that sooner. You almost scared the stuffings out of me. I clutched dramatically at my chest for emphasis. Sorry. It's fine. Go ahead then. Alright. Without further ado, he taps against the wall. One by one, runes start to appear, glowing brightly. A few minutes later, he finally stops. Whoa! I'm done.
Alright!
The wall disappeared. Nice! I give the zombie a brilliant smile and a thumbs up. Now let's move on.
Huh?
Is that the Reaper? How on earth does Miss Magwitch get him in here? Behind him seems to be the exit, though. Yeah, if I try to sneak past him, I feel like that's bad. We could ask the zombie to distract the Reaper. I feel like that's better than trying to sneak past him.
Right.
Buddy, can you distract him while I sneak out? Me?
Come on.
Who else is here? Come on, only you are fit for the task. I try to look as intimidating as Damien did. And it works. Leave it to me. Sweet. With that, the zombie dashes out from our hiding place and confronts the Reaper. Taking advantage of the situation, I slip past him without any problems.
Camouflage.
I quietly call out the spell, blending in with my surroundings. Slowly, trying my best not to make any noise, I slip past the Reaper without any problems. Woohoo! We passed our exams! Yay! Genius of Demaware High, Katami, Nightshade, the Clever and Brainy.
Well done.
Katami, congratulations. Wasn't I absolutely marvelous? You were. Huh? No snide remarks? No sarcastic jabs?
I'm proud of you.
The earlier part of the evening was given to a post-examic celebration in Demaware High. Not as good as my matchmaking parties, but pretty close. Now I'm back in my room, worn out and sleepy, but indescribably happy. Zero was hovering next to me with that sweet smile on his face I hadn't seen in what feels like forever. I'm going to make you prouder yet. Oh.
Yes.
Psst. Listen, I figured out a spell that'll let me touch you at long last.
Don't be silly.
No such spell exists.
Zero.
Which goes to show, not even you know everything, Zero. Watch this. Desubstantiate. I used a potion Miss Magwitch had specially prepared just for me and cast the spell.
This?
Katami, you're... Ta-da!
What?
What's going on? Are you okay? My body feels light and airy as if I've freed from the shackles that had been dragging me down all my life. Looking down at my person lying on the couch, I realized my body was the shackles. Who is this cute and lovely little witch lounging on the sofa? Is that what I look like?
Why?
What did the spell do? Your spirit, it left your body?
Wait.
You've become all ghostly, like insubstantiate, but you feel warm, so full of life. Wait a second. Zero! What did you just say?
How?
You feel warm to me. You feel warm to me. You feel warm to me.
Yes.
The spell works.
Why?
I don't believe it. I'm a poltergeist. I haven't got a sense of touch, and I've forgotten what warmth is, and yet, why do I feel warm now when you're close to me?
Yeah.
Just wait until I do this. I grab his hand. For a moment, fear and doubt seizes me, and I wonder if my hand will pass through his, in spite of everything, like it always had before. But they don't. My fingers close around Zero's, and I feel for the first time the shape and contour of his hand. It's positively exhilarating. The initial icy cold touch of his skin quickly turns warm.
Oh.
Ah, this is what your hand feels like. I think you've got a pretty nice hand, Zero. He glances away from my compliment, rubbing the back of his neck with his free hand. I'm glad you think so. I don't suppose you mind telling me exactly what's going on? All in good time. Now, let's try something else. I fling my arms around him and squeeze. I've caught you at last! Tommy. Shocked, he stands still for a brief moment. Then, gingerly and hesitantly, he brings his arms around me. Katami, look at me. Pulling away slightly, Zero gently grabs the tip of my chin and lifts up my head.
Don't worry.
It's alright, I know. His burning ruby eyes reflect into my own and encompass my entire universe. Gradually, inch by inch, our faces draw nearer to each other. His nose touches mine, and just for a split second, I feel the feathery touch of his lips against my own. I fall right through him and smack back down into my body and flop on the floor like a sack of bricks. The spell wore off with the most unfortunate of timing.
Ouch.
Oh dear, that looked like it hurt.
Ouch.
It did, and it does. Ow, ow, ow. Katami, Nightshade, the clumsy, the heavy. We look at each other and burst into laughter, then suddenly tears begin to well and fall down my face.
Don't.
Katami, don't cry. You know I hate to see you cry.
No way.
I'm not crying. You
Hmm.
are. That's only because I'm so happy.
Why?
So am I, Katami. You're wonderful, but you mustn't cry. With a few sniffles and a crack in my voice, I start to speak.
Well...
The spell, desubstantiate. Miss Madgewitch taught it to me, you know.
But.
If anyone would know this spell, it'd be Estella, of course. But why would she teach it to you? At the party earlier, she asked me why I seemed so glum, even though I had AC exams.
I wish.
I told her about you and how you're fading and how much I desperately wanted to hug you properly just once before you move on. She said. I wiped my nose using the back of my wrist, and after a quick shake of my head, slapped both hands firmly against my cheeks to help keep my composure.
Like...
She said desubstantiate might help me,
Yes.
and it did. But the spell consumes too much magic, and I couldn't keep it up. Just
Please?
don't move just out yet, Zero. Let me try again tomorrow, please, and we can continue where we left off just now. Blushing nervously, I'm twiddling my fingers when I look up at Zero, gesturing at himself.
Don't worry.
I'm not going to move on tomorrow, can't you see?
How?
See what? Oh! Your form! It's all sharp and crisp again, but how?
Yes.
It assuredly is.
That's right.
When you cast that spell, and again when you hugged me, it made me remember everything. Who I was, how my life went, and the reason I became a poltergeist.
What was the reason?
The reason you became
The
a
reason
poltergeist.
you became a poltergeist.
A smile so soft and endearing wanders across his face and sets my heart aglow.
It doesn't matter now. All that matters is that I'm here with you. I told you, didn't I? A lot of water has flown under those bridges, and some grudges are best forgotten.
Does that mean you won't leave?
I won't. For as long as you want me to be here with you, I will forever be by your side.
Aww. Oh yeah, and these are all the people that worked on this. Yeah, there's 3 different routes. It's also has a they/them option when you first start. But yeah, it's really nice. For this being a free visual novel, I would suggest trying it out yourself. I'm only going to be doing just the first one there. But yeah, if you guys want to try it out yourself, it's called let me see. It's Witches versus Warlocks, and it's on Steam. So yeah. But yeah, I am way past my stopping time for tonight. But yeah, I hope you guys had a lot of fun. It's probably been my first time that I tried doing voice acting for different characters. I know my voice started to sound a little gravelly at the end, but that's because I was talking for so long. But yeah, I would like to thank you so much for coming to stay and, you know, just being my buddy for today. I'm gonna try to do this every Wednesday. I might think of something to do for like maybe Friday or maybe the weekend. But I was trying to do Why Not Wednesday. So it's like, you know, why not try something new out? I normally play Genshin Impact, but for today I just decided to try something different. I do have a Discord now. I am going to be putting it in my about section, so you guys can also check that out too. I think right now I have 11 members, and I also post there when also I become live as well. So yeah. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I can't wait until the next Why Not Wednesday. Thank you, Mad Dog. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for today. I will see you tomorrow. I stream between 2 and 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every day. And it usually goes between like 5, 6, yeah, 5 to 6 Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And I hope you have a good night. Okay. Bye, guys. Hope you have a good night. Bye. Thank you, Ray. Bye.